Alrighty then. I need to see if this works first. Bear with me, as I've got to figure all of this out. Right, it looks like we are live. Okay, so I don't know how this is going to go. First thing I am going to go and say is this is my first stream to YouTube, so forgive me for any technical issues. I'm going to keep talking and assume that this is all going out. Second thing second is there's going to be timestamps underneath. There's going to be lots and plenty of timestamps. So if you are new to the game and you are looking for specific things, please go and use the timestamps underneath. Okay, we are live. Thank you for confirming. Okay, awesome. So, welcome to Warframe. This entire series, I'm just going to go and get over a few quick points. Feel free to skip ahead if you don't care about this part. I'm trying to filter and dilute, condense everything that you need to go and know to get you into the game. This is currently 2023. This is just ever so slightly after the Duviri paradox. Should this still be good enough for anybody joining in 2024 or 2025? Yes. But I'm going to tell you right now, this first episode is not going to be focused on a Duviri paradox new route. So please go and keep that in mind, okay? Going to be logging in for the first time. Forgive my nerves and all of this. I'm excited to go and hopefully meet new people with all of this. But my name is Clarke. If you guys are new watching this for the first time, what it do? I have around 6,000 hours in the game. I've been around for quite some time, and I have enjoyed Warframe throughout all of the years. I joined in 2017, all right? Gonna keep it short and sweet as I can. I will have some settings and stuff to go and do. I will be skipping cutscenes, but otherwise, I'm just gonna try and get you guys into the game. So without further ado, as long as this information is correct, let's log into our new account for the first time. Good God. For now, I'm just going to hit confirm because I don't know if this is... What am I looking at? Oh, here we go.
Wake up, Tenno.
It worked.
A choice awaits you.
So what's cool about this as well...
Left is what I would expect of you.
So I'm gonna talk over a lot of kind of cutscene stuff, and I'm gonna skip cutscene stuff. So this to me doesn't mean too much. This, to give you an idea, when you first join into Warframe, is gonna give you two different paths. Now the path that I'm basically gonna be choosing is not this path. The reason why I'm not going to choose this path is because although you can go and do this, and although you can go and take this route, I will do this route a little bit later. Don't you worry, it'll be in a different episodes. But because once you come out of that route, you've still got to go basically into this route. You got to do your star chart, you got to do your navigations, you got to learn what companions are, junctions, bosses, where to farm. You get the idea. This is like the main core concept of Warframe. This is new, fun, whatever. You can go that route if you want to. I'm going to be taking the Warframe path, okay? Fast pace, everything's good, awesome. I'm not reconsidering, I'm locking it in. That's my decision. So let's go and turn this back up. Again, all of this will have timestamps underneath, so feel free to like skip through or catch up, but consider this as a play-along series. We don't care for cinematics right now. Consider this as a play-along series, all right? So if you're just starting Warframe for the first time, welcome again on in, and feel free to play alongside me, all right? If at any point you need to pause because I'm going too quick and you need to catch up, that's fine. If at any point you've already done this and you want to skip ahead, that's fine, all right? So we've got one of 3 different Warframes we can go and take. I'm going to put this as quick and as simple as I can to go and give you a rundown. I told you, we're filtering everything. We're condensing it all, so let's just get straight into it. Excalibur, bit slashy-dashy. Genuinely, I think most of the community will go with this. This is your poster boy for Warframe. Overall, first ability, kind of slash through enemies. Second ability, this is actually really good for crowd control, AoE crowd control around you, so blinded enemies. And this is also really good to execute enemies, like as finishers. So if there's a big enemy in front of you and you can barely take them down, junction bosses, this is where Excalibur comes in. Radial Javelin, arguably I don't utilize this as much. When you get to something a bit later in the game, that we will get to, probably later, we'll see. You end up taking this out of his kit, but don't worry. And then from there onwards, Exalted Blades. Just pretty much his bread and butter. You'll summon this, you get a sword, and off it goes. Mag, quicker rundown. Pull enemies in. self-explanatory. They'll actually group around you. This got reworked not that long ago. It's actually way better. Magnetize. This is really good for like bosses or just amplifying damage. Stabilize something. Magnetize enemies to gravitate towards the middle. Shoot into it. Amplify your damage. Lovely jubbly. Over this one, polarize. This is more about kind of shield gating or restoring shields and also adding debris. You basically go ahead and use this ability to go ahead and like strip whatever they kind of have. You generate these shards around you, and the magnetize will go ahead and consume the shards as well. You can also get extra damage between these two abilities. And then finally, crush. Really good for like armor stripping. Does it do... Oh, it does magnetize damage, so technically it's good against shields anyways. We'll explain more on that, but yes, crowd control, so forth. Anyways, that's Mag. I will not be taking Mag on this playthrough. She's still good, by the way, but feel free to take her if you want to. Then we got Volt. Volt, shock, zap, off you go. Lovely jubbly. Speed, go nice and quick. Get reload speed, so forth, stuff like that from it. Electric shields, go to put a shield in front of you. You can stack up the 6 of them. If you put a 7th down, it replaces the 1st. You can pick up the shield, carry it around, and whenever you go and shoot through the shield or put anything through the shield, you go ahead and get critical multiplier enhancement. Which is also just very cool. I think you can also go ahead and combination between the shock and the electric shield as well. So there's some pretty cool things that you could do there. If an enemy goes through it, they can also go and get hit by the shock as well. And then discharge. This is just a really good way of getting crowd control, damage over time, and just kind of nuke potential when it starts getting a bit better towards endgame. Now I'm going to tell you right here, right now, that's just a quick rundown of all 3 frames. Volt, at the current stage, is arguably one of the best Warframes in the game to go ahead and get. He's not too bad in the early, he's pretty decent in the middle, and in late game, in most like speed run or endurance or any kind of like particular methods or metas that we go to, whether it be training or bosses, whatever, Volt is fantastic. Unlike the other two, you can only acquire this Volt, not prime versions, we'll get to that later, don't worry. You can only go and acquire him from a dojo. I'll explain that later. But for the sheer sake of it, I'm actually going to be picking Excalibur. The reason why I'm going to take Excalibur is because most people take Excalibur. He's a very good comfort pick, and I'm going to show you how it's going to do Junctions just as well as him. Don't get me wrong, I can grab the other two, but Volt, I'm going to need a dojo. Excalibur, I don't need a dojo, and Mag, I don't need a dojo, okay? So don't worry about it. Pick any of the 3. All 3 of them will look after you at the beginning. I'm going to take Excalibur because that's where most people take it. Can I skip this? Cool, we don't care for that. First thing I'm going to go and do is pause the game, and I need to sort out this. So hopefully you guys don't mind this. If you don't care for this, these are going to be my settings. I'm going to tell you what I'm doing real quickly. If you don't care for this, just skip ahead a little bit inside of VOD. All right. From now onwards, let's go ahead and sort some stuff out. So can I get Lotus off the screen for a second? Because this is not helping. Right. Right. We need to turn this stuff right down. I have very low sensitivity when I play the game. Don't worry about me. It's a Counter-Strike thing. I really wish Lotus wasn't here right now. Okay, ignore Railjack and Arcwing and stuff like that because I'm not going to get to that yet. This is controllers, that's fine. Grow enabled, sure, whatever. This is network stuff, that's all fine. Maximize ping limit, I'm going to go and bring down a little bit. This means that if you connect to another... Warframe's about peer-to-peer hosting. It doesn't really have servers. So if someone was to host a group, you're basically kind of like connecting to wherever that person kind of is, if you will. So peer-to-peer hosting, try not to have it too high because it'll screw you over a little bit, but also don't have it too low because sometimes you might not go and find a team. 150 to me, I can play on 150 even if it's a bit laggy. Yeah, I'm just gonna disable all of this stuff. I don't want gifts. I don't want any of this stuff. If you want gifts or you want to go and talk to friends and so forth, don't touch this option. Just leave it as is. But otherwise, I'm gonna go and turn this off. I could turn these on. This isn't actually that much of an issue. So I could show region chat and all these other things. These are gonna be pretty good for some people. If you're new to the community and you would like to go and have a question and answers, I can go and get that up on the screen in a bit. But that's just basically that. Anyways, I really wish Lotus would move. I'm going to go and change my text. Actually, I'm going to keep it on medium because I think for YouTube, I've got to keep in mind some people might be visually impaired. And for their sake, I should go ahead and make sure that it's easier to read. Customize UI themes. Have I still got the same? Okay, that's interesting. Menu scale. I think it's legacy, right, that I go on. Going to leave that as is. I'm going to leave that as is. Mark your pet, I think, is fine. No, that should all be fine. And then over here, settings might be okay. Take bloom off. Bloom doesn't really help me here. Film grain doesn't help me. We take those off. Character shadows, I don't really care for character shadows. It's just fancy. Color correction I take off as well. Weapon elemental effects is fine if you want to go and leave that on. Just have a bit fancy things. Sun shadows I'm going to go and take off because I don't really need it. I'm missing something here. Motion blur. The most important thing to go and take off. We don't want motion blur on there. Okay, so we're going to be taking that off. We can take off local reflections because it's just extra fancy stuff that I don't need. The rest of it I'll just kind of leave. I just want to go and see what happens when I click confirm. Do I get legacy? But there you go. So now you'll see that like my UI kind of goes a bit smaller here, which is a bit nicer. So I know I've done that right. Let's bring the volume down just a little bit here so we don't get absolutely blasted. We'll go for 50. I've got a mixer in front of me so I can go and sort it out in a moment. Everything else I'm going to keep on because I want you guys to hear what I'm hearing as well. Oh my God, that's fine. I'll just turn that down. Right.
Power. Defend yourself.
Right, okay. So we started the game. Awesome. So just going to get a tutorial out of the way. Slash Dash can go and chain to enemies as well. So we're just going to move around real quick. Again, if at any point I'm going quite quick, don't worry, take your time. Ideally, all I'm doing here is I'm just pressing my first ability and it'll chain and look towards other enemies if it can acquire it. So if I do like from here, no, it wasn't quite in range, but you get the idea. So again, if you took the Duviri route, you might not go ahead and see this route, but that's okay. I'm going to teach you more about kind of chaining your jumps, your glides, your slides together. I'll teach you more about that as we kind of progress throughout missions. So to start off with, we're going to go and pick a melee weapon. Something that I wanted to go and do before this. A lot of this I'm going to be just doing on the fly. But something I wanted to go and do was actually find out which one mostly has puncture. I doubt I'm going to go and get slash procs. It's something to do with metas that we're currently in. So don't worry. If this means nothing to you, don't worry. MK bow will have more reach. I think MK... Is bow impact? It might be impact heavy. Maybe I could just do scanner. I'm probably not going to melee as much, but we'll see what happens. So if I'm playing on PC and I'm playing on Steam, in case you're wondering what kind of platform am I playing on and what am I doing, I'm basically playing on those. All right. I need to change my FOV. What's FOV under? There it is. We whack that right up. Show FPS. That's fine. You bring the brightness up a little bit. V-Sync's off. That's all good. Right, awesome. Let's go. Just need to go change my FFV. I'm a little bit too zoomed in. That looks better, so I can see myself as well. And I can change... You can shoulder peak. On keyboard, it's H. I don't know what it is on controller. Oh, there's... So canisters, caches, you can go and loot. Don't always spend your time just doing all of them. You don't need to. Just they're just there for, like, extra loot if you need it. I feel like my sensitivity is way too high. I'll sort it out on the fly, all right? I'll teach you how to do like all of this movement and stuff a little bit later, okay? Just for now, I'm going to get us through this part because we want to get into the game. So, Leto or Kunai? I'll take Leto. So, ADS in, going for the headshots. Lovely jubbly. Getting your reload in. Everything else is just kind of normal as to be expected. They introduced this like new kind of environment not even that long ago, which is kind of nice. Headshots are going to give you bonus multipliers, so if you can aim for the head, go for the head. If you can't aim for the head, don't worry, it's okay, just keep shooting, all right? Just take your time. I can also use his first ability there. You see how much ground that I covered just by using his first ability to get across? So sometimes I'm going to use his first ability, not for damage. I'm going to use it as mobility is what I'm going to end up doing. Now, I'm going to teach you this because the game won't teach you this part, but I'm going to go and show you something. So yes, you can go and hold space to dash up a wall like this. Now, something that you'll see me do is I do something called bullet jumping. I'm going to teach this here. I'm going to teach it multiple times throughout it because there are some people who don't realize you can reset bullet jumping. So the way Warframe works is if you press space, you jump. If you double tap space, you double jump. If you triple tap space, you cannot triple jump unless you're chroma. Anyways. What you can go and do is you can bullet jump. So you can go ahead and look towards here by controlling, or in this case, crouching, and then press and jump. You could do something called bullet jumping. Now you can bullet jump into a double jump. So imagine bullet jump as your first jump. Well, something that you can go and do is that if you bullet jump and hit a surface, you can reset your bullet jump. Do you see what I mean? This way, I can climb anything much quicker. So instead of me just doing this, you can practice it and practice it as much as you can. You can do this. and you can get yourself up a lot quicker. Definitely try and do that because you want to get in the habit of moving around and getting nice and quick. Warframe is a very ninja game. You want to feel nice and fluid. Don't forget, whenever you ADS in the air, you get this like very slow kind of motion right here. So you'll see that sometimes when I do this and I glide or I tap it, it's because I'm slowing myself down just to get the positioning that I need. All right. Also, you can go ahead and roll in the air. You could, if you're going forwards and oops, I don't want to go forwards, I can backflip if I need to kind of cancel it. So there's a lot of chaining, gliding, and sliding that you can go and do. Just take your time with it, all right? Anyways, let's keep continuing. Make sure you kill these. Oh, I killed one, but I didn't mean to do that. Am I a monster? People clicking off it like, oh my god, I can't see him do this. So basic transversal, getting you around on the game. So this is going to be Captain Vor. Get used to his voice because you're going to hear a lot of him. All right. From here. Just don't go ahead and stand in this. Go figure. If you didn't cause something on the ground, don't stand in it. All right. Until you figure out what it is. Just rule of thumb. Okay. So I'm just going to keep hitting headshots to chunk him down nice and quick here. There we go. Again, at any point, if I'm going too quick for anybody, like I said, please go ahead and pause the video. Catch up with me. All right. Catch up with me. But again, the idea is just to get you guys in this, all right? And I hope you guys having a good day. I appreciate you guys clicking on the video. I appreciate you guys being here. I hope this does help you. Again, this is only episode 1. Please give me a bit of time. I'll probably warm up into the episodes a bit more. You might get a chance to know me a bit better. I always stream over at Twitch as well. So you can always go and find my link, which is twitch.tv/NoSympathyy. Kind of the same NoSympathyy, spelled exactly the same as my YouTube name, if you guys are finding this for the first time. I feel like I'm overpowered right now, which is, I don't know. Am I supposed to feel? Is this what it feels like? Okay, so we got Braddon and we got Bo. Bo might be good for some spy missions a bit later, but for now, actually... No, do you know what? Yeah, Bo might actually be good for some spy missions a bit later, so I'm going to go and take this. Take whatever one you want to. You can tap bows if you want to just get a quick shot off. Or you can hold it and get more of a charge shot off. So it's up to you. I don't know if bows have punch through at the beginning. If it does have punch through, it means it can go and shoot other people. You see these lockers? If they've got lights on them, if the lights are like green or white, I'm color deficient. Welcome to the channel. I'm color deficient. But if they're white or green, you can basically loot them. If they're reds, there is a way to technically loot it, but you kind of need like an extra thing to go ahead and get to it, which is like a companion thing. See exploded barrels, bam, pop it, he's dead. We don't care about him anymore. So you see these kind of colors, means you can go up to him, press your action button, and you can go ahead and get this. Is it worth always looting those? Yeah, not necessarily, but it is what it is. These things here are called energy, or just energy orbs, if you will. So you see them pulsing on the ground. You basically want to, if you use an ability like this, you see down in the bottom right, it says 75 now. If I just do it one more time, see where it says 50 now? Yeah, that's basically my energy. If I walk over this, I can get energy increase. Okay, so now I'm back at 100. So this is what you're looking for, all right? Almost fell there. Who's that? Was that one of the guys that I just blasted? Oh my goodness. What is this, Boltor? So hacking, to put this simply, all you need to go and do is just basically time it. For me, on PC, it's going to be the spacebar. So nice and easy. Just take your time with it, all right? And don't worry, if you fail it, you can always go ahead and rehack it. It's not the end of the world. Sometimes failing, though, could end up kind of costing you a little bit in the mission. It will give you like a timer, and you got to get it correct. So just take your time with it, all right? Take your time with it. I'm going to see what loot these give me. Just credits mostly. I mean, I'll take credits. Credits are basically just like your normal currency, but we'll go over credits a little bit later, okay? For now, we're just going to get the tutorial out of the way and get you guys keeping up. I need to turn my sensitivity down. This is way too sensitive. What's that noise? I don't even know. I haven't done this in God knows how long. Is it trying to start? Anyways, this is basically our ship. We call it the Lisset. L-I-S-E-T. Lisset. It's like your beginning ship to start off with. There are different ships in this game, in case you're generally wondering. And different ships can also provide you with different things. So they don't really look any different on the insides. But you can basically get these kind of capsules, if you will, that can basically help you out. So different ships do different things when you're in the middle of missions, which is kind of nice. Anyways, lovely jubbly. Where are we at now? I can't skip this. It looks like we're going to be sucked on in. That was a terrible paraphrasing, by the way. So hopefully you guys are keeping up so far. Hopefully I'm not going too quick. Again, if at any point during... Turn this down. If at any point during this kind of like beginner tutorial series or so forth, I'm going too quick, or if I'm talking too quick because English isn't your mother tongue, your like native language, please just tell me in the comments and be like, yo, Clarke, chill out, all right? I tend to go pretty quick. I'm trying to explain everything. These episodes are going to be like 3 to 4 hours, so I'm trying to get as much as I can in there. And again, some stuff I'm going to skip, some stuff I'm not going to skip. An Oracle cell to start off with. I'm not going to be mad. I'm not going to be mad, boys. We could use that on Rhino if we wanted to. So yes, if you was a player a long time ago and you didn't know, Warframe does have crossplay, which means you can play with other people on other platforms. Will Warframe get cross-save? I'll answer it now. Yes, but way down the line. Please keep in mind, it's a big task. They're working on it. That's all I'm going to say about that, okay? We are now on our ship. Wow, look at that. That was pretty quick. Oh, this is just bare bones. Oh, I missed my ship already. You can decorate your ship so you can make them look a little bit nicer. And my ship is the best looking ship in the entire game. And if anybody tells you otherwise, they're wrong. Do you hear me? Right. We're now on our ship. This is kind of like your own, how do I say, like relay, your own hub. Okay. So you're going to get a lot of these things, just way markers. They're going to tell you kind of where to go. We're going down over here to our arsenal right here. So we're going to install this segment. We're going to chuck this in. Look at that. Lovely. I haven't seen this in like 7 years, by the way. I haven't seen it do that. I forgot that was even, oh my God, that's crazy. So now we've got the arsenal. The arsenal is basically a way for you to configure your loadouts and change things and so forth. So do I actually get spare loadouts? I don't, but I will explain what to do with platinum in a bit. Wait, I feel like I've been cheated on those credits in the tutorial. There's no way I got 3,000 credits exactly. Did the credits from the tutorial not add in? That's a bit bizarre. So Lotus, this is your main navigator. She's just going to chat a lot to you, don't worry. And all this is annoying, but also another navigator for you. So in here, you'd be able to go and select between different things and whatever you're doing. I'll explain Mastery ranks in a moment. What do I actually have access to? MK1 Barris, Braddon, Burston, Hind. Oh my goodness. Latron? MK1 Braddon, MK1 Strun. Better believe I want to try and get that bad boy. We're going to burst through things. Okay, cool. So Braddon's 25,000, so that's not too bad. And I can still get this one for 15,000 as well. So up here, I'll go ahead and go over this stuff right now. Again, all of this stuff will be timestamped. Do not worry about it. So, credits. What are credits in Warframe? Now, when I say this, I want to make sure this is adamantly clear. Warframe is a free-to-play game. And when I say free-to-play, I mean free-to-play. As in, like, you can get as far as what I've got. You can collect and do all of the content as much as what I have done for free. Okay? Warframe is a free-to-play game. So credits. Credits are going to be your kind of acquired currency that you just get by completing missions, killing enemies, looting containers, yada, yada, yada. Okay. Platinum. Now, platinum is real life money. But although I could put platinum on the account, you might have a mod that I need to make my Warframe better. We can go to a trading post and I can trade you platinum for that mod. Do you see what I mean? What I mean by this is it has a self-sustaining economy. Warframe is free to play. You can acquire platinum by trading with other players and so forth and yada, yada, yada. So it's really, really well done what they've done there. So you see how this is worth platinum. My advice to you, whenever you go ahead and get this platinum on here, please do not buy things straight off the bat. Okay? Please do not buy things straight off the bat. And I'll tell you why in a moment. Okay? But for now, we're looking at the credit stuff, okay? So 25,000 credits, 15,000 credits, awesome, 15,000 credits. That's going to be the stuff I'm looking towards. So your primaries, secondaries, melees, and then you've also got all your Warframes that will be in here that you will slowly get introduced to over time, all right? Over here, this will be your companion slot. We don't have any companions at the moment. Companions are a necessity. You do want to go and get them. Lots of different companions in the game. And it's going to be your gear slot and your gear wheel. I have nothing in here so far. Can I put anything in here? I get a Codex scanner. Do I need a Codex scanner for anything? Pardon me. A Glyph prism. Ooh, we got to put this in because I can show you guys what you can get. You can get my glyph in the game. I'll show you that. And this is just the emotes. You go and whack emotes in there. All right. That's basically oh, sorry. I forgot one thing. We got the Parazon now. Just for now, you can just copy Warframe colors and keep it fashionable if you want to. That's fine. Keep in mind, you can also go and change Warframe colors and everything else like that. You go default colors. You can click random if you wanted to, whatever suits you. There will be different helmets and cosmetics that you can do. Some of them cost real life money. Some of them don't. Different attachments. Take your time with this because I'm not going to fashion frame for you. All right. If you want to slowly look better in your own time, go for it. Okay. One thing you can go and do though is you can hide things on your back. So if you don't want to go and see this on your back when it's holstered and I hover over that, I don't have to. So you see the scanner, I can basically take it off and I can take that off. And now if you look at my back, hang on. If you look at my back, I now don't have those visible. So you can go ahead and do that if you really wanted to. I will do that personally. I like doing that. This one I will have visible though, because I like seeing the bow in the back. It looks cool. It looks cool. Anyways, so we should be done with that. The Parazon, I'll teach you more about later. Okay. So the rest of this, I'm just going to ignore. We're just going to go and focus on it. So from this point, I'm going to major timestamp this point right here, right now. Okay. Welcome to Warframe. Hey, we got there. Welcome to Warframe. We are now past the tutorial. We're past a couple of like things here and there, and now we're getting into the game. So there are some chats and so forth down here that you can go and look at if you want to. These will be just asking questions like, hey guys, how do I subscribe to a NoSympathyy's channel? Don't type that in. Don't type that in. But anyways, so you can go ahead and just kind of talk to people in here. If you do need help, there's question and answer chats. There's region chats. There's stuff like that. You can find other people in different areas. Just take your time with them. All right. But yeah, obviously don't be like toxic or use profanity or anything else like that. Just kind of chill and you'll get around to it. Okay. Anyways, so start with the navigation. We're going to start off with, is it Force Prize straight off to the beginning? Let's go and find out. Oh, actually, let me go and show you something just before we go and do this, because this is actually quite important. Up here, we've got this thing here. Now, I'm going to give you a rundown. This means when I queue on a mission, unless the mission is specifically like a quest that basically tells me to play by myself, this means I will meet other players. I will either be the host or they will be the host. Okay. If you do not want to play with other players, you can click it on friends only. This means whenever I go and play, friends can also just join on me whenever they want to. If you don't want friends joining you either, you can click on invite. So technically I'm solo until I invite somebody else, or you can click solo. Now, here's the thing about solo, as opposed to these other three. Excuse me, my voice. When it comes towards solo, you can actually pause the game when you press escape. So if you need to get up, go to the toilet, or someone's knocked on the door, whatever, if you're playing solo, you can pause the game, all right? On these other ones, you cannot pause, all right? So I will be taking the solo route because I'm not actually planning to play with anyone during this. I just want to show you guys what we're going to be doing, okay? So anyways, let's go and click on navigation. And up here, we're going to just pay attention to this kind of stuff. Restore ship's communication. We're just going to click on that, and it should just go and take me to where I need to be. All right. I can see people in chat as well. This is my first YouTube stream. I've not streamed on YouTube before, so forgive me if chat, is the quality all right? Everything's good. So again, it's a play along series. I hope you guys are having a good day as well. And thank you guys for choosing this video to go and play along with. Hopefully I'm helping you guys get into the game. And give me feedback, because the only way that I'm going to know to be better at this or whatever, just let me know, all right? So, Bosch, kill this guy. Now, this is going to be awesome. I can't believe I got this straight off the bat, because I would have to show this to you a little bit later. Neurooptic masses. Now, sometimes you're going to see these kind of like spore things around you. Loot basically all of them until you start to learn which ones are rarer than other ones. That's my advice. So, shoot it, and it's going to drop me at the bottom 1 neurode. That's awesome. If I actually open up my inventory, so you could do this by either holding tab on keyboard or pressing P on keyboard. If I hover over it, these right here, generally a little bit rarer. You'll actually notice these can only be found on specific planets. I'll cover that a little bit more later, but it's good that I got this because you will need some of these, all right? So let's just continue. If you want to, feel free to roam around wherever you want to go, okay? So if you want to go explore, feel free to go and do so. I'm not, because I'm just going to try and keep cutting to the chase. So off we go. I mean, I might as well go ahead and break a couple containers. If I can get some credits and stuff, then that's fine. Sorry, I need to turn the sensitivity down. This is horrendous. I'm a very low sensitivity player, okay? Oh, that's so much better. Kubro dens. Actually, can I get a Kubro egg from this? Can you get these early? Hang on. I'm just going to shoot with this instead. So Kubro dens have Kubro eggs. I just want to see if I can get lucky here. No, I just got secondary ammo. Okay, we just ignore it. Don't panic if enemies hit you and whatnot. Just take your time. I'll loot a couple of crates here and there. And I'll loot a couple of things here and here. Just so that, you know, you guys can get into muscle memory as well. I want you guys to pay attention to how I'm moving and what I'm looking for. And I'm going to try and keep talking as much as I possibly can to give you guys like an insight. Oh, is this actually spy? Can I go... Okay, so this is going to be interesting. So what I'm going to go and do is, instead of me kind of figuring out a way down here, so there's a few different ways to approach this. I can shoot this vent and then drop down inside. Or is this like, yeah, you can go this way as well if you wanted to and go all the way around the outsides. So you don't really want to alert people. So if I use the bow is nice and quiet. Enemies won't be alerted. Whereas if I go, yeah, America, enemies in the area will be alerted, and if they are alerted, they'll probably go and hit. You see something like this. Alerted enemies may use panic buttons to trigger the alarm. If they hit this, every enemy in the tile set in the mission that you're in will basically go, oh my goodness, no sympathies here. No sympathy, no sympathy. So don't do that. What we're going to go and do is we're just going to go and keep hacking. This is a good way for you to go and like practice your hacking as well. We're just going to go and hack the console and we're good to go. So just take your time to go and move around. Let's go ahead and get out of here. So yeah, I can just ignore these because something in Warframe is you'll repeat a lot of stuff an awful lot. Okay, well, good English, Clarke. You repeat things an awful lot when you repeat them. Pepega. So because my objective, you see that kind of waypoint back there, if I just move my map off right now, you see that waypoint? That waypoint's basically saying, yo, you can leave, you're done. Like this mission, if you want to now leave, you can now extract. That's basically all I want to do. So yes, I could go and kill this enemy. Yes, I can go ahead and spend time, whatever. The main objective is done. I can now leave. That's all I'm going to do. Something that you might see me do as well is I actually, see the minimap in the top left? On keyboard, I press M. Maybe someone in chat who's kind enough for you or someone in the comment section will tell you what the button is to press for console players, anyone out there. But you can also go and basically make your map more extended. I recommend doing this because although it's in your way, in a way, my eyes are quicker tracking looking to the right here than they are tracking up here. Does that make sense? So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm just going to look to the right here. Lovely jubbly, off I go. From there onwards, I'm just going to get myself over here. Again, feel free to go and loot all this area. Take your time. Pause the video and be like, hang on a second. I like what you're doing right now, but lovely. Ooh. I don't really want this. I got a comms segment, though. Nice. Does that mean I get Nora Knight? Free moves. Please don't be Nora. Please don't be Nora. I don't actually know what the comms segment's for. Is that just the one... Is that the front of the orbiter? Is that here? Oh, comms is Codex. That's pretty good. I thought it was this one here. The radio. So we're going to go install this. Lovely jubbly. Codex. What is the Codex? I'm just going to tell you this as quick as I can. It's basically like a rundown of things either to collect or what is. I know it sounds a bit weird, but yes. So quests, universe, like Warframe's vehicles. These are like Warframes. If you want to, you can kind of click on them and you can read what they do and so forth, whatever. Just kind of like your, is it index glossary? Like in a book where you're kind of looking for things and you're like, oh, how do you get the idea? And if you want to spend time in training, you can train for particular things in here and it can give you like a little bit of a rundown how to go and do it. But what's the point of me having this series if you guys are going to do that? Yeah, you see what I mean? I need to go and be doing that for you. All right. So anyways, Lotus is still yapping. No worries. Good stuff, Lotus. Keep talking. In the meantime, I'm just waiting for the next thing. So we can just keep following this. Okay. I feel like at this point, I should just go ahead and tell you guys this because I feel like we're kind of warming up now. So the platinum. I probably should have done this a little bit earlier, but let's do it now. You get 50 starting platinum. Number one, can you trade this with other players? You could not. There are two different types of platinum inside Warframe. I know. So there's platinum that you can basically buy and trade with other players. Lovely jubbly. That's just what you're going to genuinely come across is that platinum. they have like another set platinum. This is what I call just the digital extremes platinum. This basically means this 50 platinum I can't trade with other players. If you really think about it, if I could just create like 100 accounts and trade one account. See what I mean? Bots will abuse this system. You can't abuse it. Now, what should I do with that platinum? I know you guys might want to go and get like a nice cape. You might want to look fancy and whatnot, but let's go ahead and give you the real breakdown. What I want you to go and do is I want you to go to your equipment. I want you to go to your inventory. Now, from here, we've got different kind of tabs up here. And what you'll notice is when I click here, I can concurrently only hold one Warframe. Unfortunately, it is a free-to-play game. They need to try and find some way to go and make money. This is one of their biggest incentives to try and help people spend a bit of money. Okay, you do not have to do this. Again, you could trade with other players, you could get friends, who knows. I do giveaways on my channel time to time, not all the time, all right? Don't come into my channel being like, Mr. Streamer, I need the plat. I'm not gonna give it to you. I'm gonna make you dance for it. Dance for your plat, all right? But what you can go and do is that when it comes to Warframe slots and weapon slots, if you want to hold more and more and more of them, you're actually going to need to go ahead and invest into here. So right now, I've got one spare Warframe slot, so I can hold Excalibur and I can hold one spare Warframe. Over here, I can hold these 3 weapons and I've got 5 more weapons that I can hold. Now, you have 50 platinum. You can spend this in either way that you want to. You can do 1 Warframe and maybe 2 lots of weapons. It's up to you. I think for now, that probably sounds like the better route that I'm going to take. So I'm going to take 1 Warframe. So if you now look, I've got 2. This means I can hold 2 spare Warframes on top of my Excalibur, and I wouldn't mind more weapons personally. So I'm going to go ahead and just whack that up to 24. So now, if you look here, I've now got 9 weapons, okay? So you can go ahead and rank a weapon up and delete it. I'll explain that a bit later when we get towards marshy ranking, okay? My name is Becoming Sentient because we're becoming aware, all right? That is just the name of this account. We're slowly getting into it, all right? In the meantime, though, that's basically how you spell platinum in the game. You should be left with 6 platinum, and you can also use platinum to kind of rush things, but I'll explain that later as well. For now, let's go ahead and just finish or continue what the game is guiding us around to do. So we're still on Earth at the minute, and it's going to give us a bit of a breakdown. I'll explain more about the star chart, where to go, what to do. I'm also going to show you guys some websites that I also think would be really good for you guys to go and save and take with you on your journey of Warframe. Warframe Wikipedia, Warframe Market, all of this good stuff. I also have notepads, and you're not introduced to this just yet, but my advice to you, if you're learning from me or if you want to go and learn more about this, my advice to you is to honestly have a notepad, because at any point that you don't know what to do, you could literally just type this in, try and get new Warframes, right? And I'm using something called Notepad++, in case you're wondering what I'm using. You could just use a notepad, it's fine. Try and get new Warframes. If I now leave the game for 3 weeks and I come back to it, my notes are here. Just save it somewhere in your PC, just a little section. It's not going to take up too much room, but the good thing about this is that I can always come back to it and refer to what I'm doing. So it's not a bad idea to go and have a notepad. For now, I'm just going to ignore that, but you will see me start to fill it in. And if I need to explain something and I need you guys to get more of a visual aid, I'll also type it down so you guys can also read it. You can pause the video. You can try and understand what I'm saying, all right? In the meantime, let's keep going. Because I'm not going to do this on every episode, but I just kind of want to know like how I'm doing with my normal chat. Am I doing good? I'm just looking for a bit of feedback right now. So there's like a Rebadow. I'm going to take that because we could use some Rebadow. I'm also going to shoot with the secondary here just because it's a bit quicker to go and shoot with. There's some ferrite. So again, you can kill the enemies. You'll get things like affinity and stuff from killing them. And affinity in this game, if you ever hear what affinity is, if someone says, yo, what's your affinity? Your affinity is basically your XP, but again, I'll go over that a little bit later. So you are ranking up. If you see up there, you can see I've got like, hey, bonus 75 and so forth. You'll be ranking things as you keep going, but again, I'll explain that a little bit later because there's no point covering it right now. So there's ferrite, so I'm going to take that. Mostly I'm just going to, like I said, try and look for the resources if I can, because the resources are more valuable to me. So we'll take the ferrite. You'll need all of this stuff for kind of crafting. Do you hear that? The alarm went off. Look at them. Look at all the fans. Where are they? Where are they? Look at all the fans. 1? What do you mean I got 1 fan? I didn't just kill. Oh, look. So yeah, the alarm is now off, which means everything's set off. What you could go and do, I'll just quickly show you what you could go and do. If you see on the minimap, you see this kind of like icon here on the minimap. If you don't want the enemies going after you and you want to take more of a casual approach, you can reset the alarms Whoops, just by simply hacking it. Okay, this now resets the alarms so the enemies aren't as aware. They'll still be aware for a little bit, but they won't be as aware as you kind of just keep going through. Okay, but because I'm creating so much noise, they're gonna reactivate it. There's a little bit of a cooldown. They won't reactivate it straight away, but they will reactivate it in a moment. All right. And as you can see, you're a bit stronger. Like, don't be so scared to run through enemies. All right, get to your objectives. Get into the game. Okay, because you'll be doing a lot of things. This area is heavily fortified. Survey the area and proceed with caution. Awesome. Follow the route that I do. Okay. Boom. Up here. Shoot the fan. Right. Keep going. Whoops. And then it should be, I guess it's that way. Yeah. There is a console there that I can hack, but I'm not going to do that one. So let's go through here. I'm going to drop down, and now I'm inside here. Boom. He had no idea I was there. Look at that. He was terrified. So what we're going to go do is literally find where Darvo is for his deals. Yeah, I got it right. I had a 50% chance, but because I am insane at this game, I'm never wrong. Ever. I got Darvo. Darvo's chilling, so I don't... Are we just... You can just make him squat sometimes with your ADS over his heads. So there's a few different routes out here that you can go and take. You can even go ahead and hack this. And you can go out this main door, but we don't have to do that if we didn't want to. We could drop to the bottom. We could take a route out here. We could shoot a fan, and either way, we're still out. So there's a lot of different ways that you can go in and out of things. Spy missions, rescue missions, they're going to have all of this. There's the warden. Ah! There's the warden. Oh my god, I don't have prime sure-footed. My heart. I'm a new player. I can get knocked down. Oh my goodness. Oh, I just actually realized about that. Oh yeah. So I've got the what's it called, Ascaris. I'm just gonna open the door because it's a bit warm in the office right now. Where is it? It's on my shoulder. You see that like little thing on my right shoulder? That's basically part of the quest. We're gonna take that out because it looks terrible for fashion right now. We don't want that. We want us looking good, right? Anyways, enough waffling. Let's try and just get out. I can put my map up here so I can actually see where I'm going. Wait, do I have a Codex scanner? No! Okay, I was going to look for a courier. But don't worry, I'll do it another time. Oh, we got the mod segments. This is going to be cool. This is going to teach you how to mod in Warframe. Well, I say teach, but we'll get to that in a moment, all right? Modding, by the way, in Warframe, see these things that you get here? There's a lot of things that I'll be able to go and break down really quickly for you guys, okay? And I've got no issue breaking it down quickly for you guys. But the issue is mods and modification is going to take a long time to go ahead and explain, all right? Because I want you guys to really understand what mods are and how to benefit the most from them. So forgive me that I'm not going into it right now, but I'll give you a little bit of a rundown, just a little bit, okay? Throughout all of the episodes, if you're watching all of them, you'll learn more about modding, and I'll try and add something to each episode if I can remember, or just remind me, be like, yo, Clarke, mods, all right, mods. So here's your modification station. Oh, modification station. There you go. And we got these mods here. Now, one thing that you'll notice about these mods, and maybe, well, you're new to the game, so you might not notice it, but if I can't get rid of my, oh, sorry, I keep my camera here. Can you see it's got like cracks in the mods? Right. There are actually, this mod can actually just straight up be better if it wasn't cracked. So you don't get many of these. You just kind of get these when you're new to the game. Is it worth ranking these up? Absolutely. And I'm going to go ahead and show you why to rank them up and how we rank them up. Okay. So locate the Foundry. I don't know what else. Equip a mod. Okay. So it actually wants me to go and rank up. Right now, I'm going to rank up. Wait, this has got a 30% crit chance on quick shot. Sheesh. MK1 Paris is insane. Let's go. Okay. So we're going to go towards our upgrade section. And in here, we're going to look for mods that we can go and put in. Mods are essentially the foundation of making...
Thanks for helping me out back there.
It's live, baby. Anything can happen. Welcome to Luton. Can you guys hear that?
I recognize that device. It's a
That is a lot of police. What a lovely area I live in. Anyways, so what we're going to go and do... what we're going to go do is we're going to go and drag and put this in here. So a really quick... I can't listen to them. Really quick rundown of mods is you'll have like capacity in here. As you level the weapon, you get more capacity. So this weapon is only level 2. Capacity will max out at 30, but it can go further than that, but we will get to that when we get to that. For now, we're just going to put this in here, and this gives me an extra 10% damage. So this is just naturally good for the gun. Awesome. We can rank this up further, and the way that we can go and do that, actually I can't rank it up further, unfortunately, until I rank the weapon up. But as we rank the weapon up, we can actually make this a bit better. And if you look at the very bottom, you see where I'm hovering here, like right there, we could go ahead and rank this up. If I click mods down here, it'll take me over towards this. Sorry, it's going, I know it's confusing. And then we'd go towards fusion. So start fusion in towards it. Again, I'll go over this a little bit later, but I'm just going to show you a quick rundown. I could actually go ahead and make this a bit stronger. So see, I can get 40% damage. You get the idea. And this will cost me endo, and it'll cost me credits. Again, we will get to that momentarily. All right. So just a little bit of a kind of brief showcase. So if you want to take your own time with that, that's fine. Go ahead. If you don't care about that, that's fine. Go ahead. What do you want me to mod now? Oh, you don't. Oh, no, we're locating the Foundry. Okay, this is awesome. So Foundry is going to be for kind of building things. And building things in Warframe can take a very long time. They're always real-life hours to the game as well, all right? Ideally, I should really try and rank my guns a little bit quicker. I'm actually going to sit on my bow now because I didn't realize it had 30% crit chance. What? It had the 200% crit multiplier as well, right, chat? That's actually pretty strong. So I'm actually going to sit on the bow for a second because that crit chance and that crit multiplier is going to be very good if I can ramp that up a little bit. I'll explain more things like that a little bit later. I'm going to look for a sculpture. Is any here? No. Sometimes you can find things called sculptures. Don't worry. If we find one, I'll go over it, okay? But they're normally hidden and out of the way. Ooh, going to take that. Again, if you need to keep killing things and get XP, you should do. You can also do something called XP training, which is fine. So this right now just wants me to kill 30 enemies. Sure, lovely. Change your plans, Tenno. Boom.
Your ship is one step closer to completion.
Oh, very cool.
One more thing you need to do. Eliminate all Grineer and provide justice for the cause.
Okay, so eliminating all Grineer. Sometimes I'm turning the volume down. I hope you guys don't mind this. I promise, like, in the future, the volume will be up a bit more. But I want to make sure that you guys can hear me and also hear your own game. So my game isn't overpowering my voice. So, again, if you guys are playing alongside me right now, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are keeping up as well. Oh, my God, the movement on this, dudes. Okay, you're dead. So on something like, you see where it's got like eliminate all targets, actually disabling the alarm here isn't really going to help me because if the alarm's going off, the targets are normally looking for me. So as you can see, he's kind of running this way. He knows I'm relatively in this area. So if anything, I want them to try and find me. Is there moss here? Okay, so I want to go and get a scanner because I'm going to start explaining plants a little bit later. I actually want to cover plant scanning in episode 1 because if you're new to Warframe, you'll need to be doing quite a fair bit of this. But yeah, we'll get to that in a moment. All right. Plants, you don't have to heavily focus on, but the earlier I can teach you about plants, the more that it will help, right? I feel like teaching people about plants right off the bat is probably a good idea. Because you run the same tile set a million times, and when they finally teach you about scanning plants, it's like, bruh, you could have told me that a while ago whilst I was doing all of this. Do you know what I mean? So I'll show you about plants, especially Western moss, which is this plant here. See how like hard that is to kind of identify. This is moss. It's called Western moss, but you will need a fair bit of that for some kind of quest and apothix later, but we'll get to that later, okay? I'm right at the end, so I'm just going to go and loot like the 2 caches here. And I got 14 credits. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to loot caches. Never mind. So we're ranking things up. You can go ahead and extend the window if you want to, like this. Oh, look at this. We got Bane mods. We got the factions. Ooh, a heated charge. Let's go. Don't mind if I do. A bit of a fury. You got the Foundry, some ferrite and rubido. You can split these up as well if you want to look for them like this. So if you want to go and filter them, you can do like mods or whatever. If I can click when it loads. Load, thank you. I can go ahead and sort them between like this is my mod section, these are my resources, this is miscellaneous and so forth. You can see where you get like bonus credits. So the completing the mission gives me 3,500, but during the mission I got 437 from killing enemies and looting things and so forth. So Right. So now we got the installment for the Foundry. Foundry is where you're going to be crafting things, to put it simply, all right? This will start off slow. So I'm going to tell you right here, right now, so I know another time, bookmarks, timestamps. Hi, you want to learn more about the Foundry? I'm going to tell you this right now, disclaimer. With the Foundry, it will start off slow. Oh my god, this Warframe takes 72 hours to craft? Yes, real lifetime 72 hours. Yes. Yes, I'm not joking, all right? Oh god, that's so slow. I want him now. Fair enough. I promise you, it will go slow at the beginning, but at one point, this thing, you will have things crafting that you didn't even remember building. There will be so many things queued up at one point that you'll be like, oh my god, what a lovely surprise. Today, I've got 5 new Warframes and I've got 29 new weapons. Okay? You'll be like, what in the world is going on? You just keep queuing things whenever you can, all right? So right now, all I can go ahead and do is filter it by these things. I'm assuming it's going to want me to get rid of this called the Ascaris Negator. I need Morphics, I need Salvage, I need Polymer Bundles. I'll show you a bit more about that and where to get those in a moment. But this is just going to be the Foundry. So now I need to go and raid the Corpus resource caches. We're just going to keep going, all right? We're going to keep going. No messing about. Let's just keep straight into it. Click. And it will take me straight there. We're slowly going... Actually, stop. We're slowly going through the nodes. I'll timestamp this part as well. So the nodes. When you're new to Warframe, my advice to you... Here we go. We're reaching that stage. Complete every available node on your star chart. This is important. Here you go. Please go ahead and remember this, that these are called nodes, okay? If the node is flashing, which currently it's not, I guess it won't until it stops holding my hand. If the node is flashing, see how like this isn't? Every so often it will kind of go whom, whom. It basically means I have not completed that node. If you complete a node, you will get Affinity. We'll go into Affinity again just in a moment. Well, actually, we're almost there, so I'll go into Affinity in a moment. You'll get Affinity, but also you're progressing towards these things here. These are called Junctions. This is why I did not start episode 1 with Duviri Paradox. Duviri Paradox doesn't have roots like this. It's very, very different. So if you took Duviri Paradox and you're like, oh my goodness, I don't see any of this, don't worry, you will do when you come out of Duviri. So if you are a person who's like, oh, I started Duviri, God, am I too late to get into this? No, you're not. Just come out of Duviri, all right? You're okay. Anyways, we want to go and get towards Junctions, and Junctions will tell us specific things that we need to go and do. So complete the quest for us prize. We're going to do that. Collect 20 mods. That's fine. Loot, shoot, kill, all of that kind of stuff. You'll get these mods. Apply 4 mods to a single Warframe or a weapon. Basically, we just want to chuck more mods on there. But in order to go and get those mods on there, we need to rank the weapon. Let's talk about that, and just literally after this, and then upgrade any mod to rank 2 as well. So I'll show you how to upgrade mods. So this is going to teach you that. All right, this actually gives you really good rewards as well. So we want to try and get ourselves towards this. So Marshy ranking, another timestamp. Let me go ahead and explain to you what Marshy ranking is. Marshy ranking is something that we just basically call Affinity, or as in this case, it's going to be XP. You can access this by essentially opening up your menu, hovering underneath this by show profile, and over here, you've basically got this right here. So it's going to break it down as like Warframes, primaries, secondaries, melees, necromechs, arcwings. Oh my god. There's a lot of different things you can rank up in the game. To put this simply, when you rank something from level 0, rule of thumb, when you rank something from level 0 to level 30, you've considered a master of ranking it. Now, you can technically do something that ranks them further, or it resets the rank, but you don't gain more affinity from it. So, I know that sounds confusing. Let me go ahead and try and give you a rough example. Again, I'll show this more when I get to the stage, but because I haven't got there, I'm just giving you a rough example. This is currently rank 3. Like I said, it can go to rank 30. When it gets to rank 30, what will happen is I will get a mastery icon over this weapon. So if I go towards primaries, you see right here in the top, I think it's the top right or the bottom right. No, I think it's top right up here. You'll see like a commendation like Wings of Valor that would... trust me, you'll notice it. Just check on yours, or if you're just starting, don't worry, you don't have it right now. But once this reaches rank 30, you can no longer get affinity out of this weapon. This weapon will give you all of the affinity up to rank 30, and then that's it. So I'm going to say some phrases here. If you know them, that's fine. If you don't know them, we're going to get to it later. If you former it, yeah, you're not getting more affinity from the weapon. That's not how it works, okay? Formering is basically making builds stronger, so it can lower capacity of mods. This is why I'm saying modern is, I'm going to need a section for modern. We'll get to that. But just realize, rule of thumb, there are some things that break rule of thumb, but rule of thumb, level 0 to level 30, you get affinity. That is it, okay? So at that point, when I get this level 30, what am I going to do with this weapon? I'm going to move off it. I'm going to get onto a different weapon that also gives me rank, because I'm going to be training my account up. All of that affinity from your primaries, from your secondaries, from your warframes, yada, 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 is essentially going to go in towards this thing here called your Marshy rank. Marshy rank is like literally a way to give people an idea where you are in the game. It doesn't determine skill. It doesn't determine knowledge. It just gives me an idea. If you are MR7, I have a rough idea that you might be new to the game. But just like, you'll understand this, just like how other games have like Smurfs, yeah, on my main account, I'm LR3. That's the highest that you can gain today. So yes, it goes from Marshy rank to a legendary rank. Right now, I'm MR0, so it looks like I'm a noob. Obviously, I'm not. Well, I am. But obviously, I'm not. But you get the idea, right? So I'm going to try and max this out, and then we're going to rank this up. And I'll show you how to do that a little bit later when we get to it. So for now, all I want to go and do is get experience for these weapons. Okay? So 3, 3, 3, 2. Let's get all of those to level 30 when we can. If I don't get it right now, it's not the end of the world, but I'm going to be bumping up my affinity, and I can install more mods because I'll have more capacity that I can put on weapons and so forth. All right. So if you can do that right now, that's great. Throw more and more mods onto your gun. Right now, don't even worry about what mods you put on. Just put mods on. But I will show you more specific mods that you should be factoring in and catering towards. Okay. Oh, I didn't do plant scanning. Yo, can someone in chat just like spam, and I'm like spam chat. When I come out this mission, can you just scream at me Codex scanners, please? Scream at me Codex scanners, because look, if I go to the edge, is there any here? Oh no, wait, it's gonna be down there, right? Oh, there's none here. Oh no, look there. God damn it. So if someone can remind me, please do. Because it's good that I teach new players this early. I will save them a lot of time. Like a lot of time. Oh, I've actually got my second ability unlocked, which is awesome. As I rank up my Warframe, I'm also unlocking abilities. So my first ability, I was basically slashing. But if you guys remember, like, if you're still with me, by the way, if you're still watching this far and you're still playing alongside me, God bless your heart. Thank you. This is literally what I did this for. Even if this only helps one person, I'm glad that I can be of service. All right. And I hope I'm doing a good job and you guys are keeping up. Oh, lots of salvage. Don't worry, you'll get plenty of salvage in this game. My goodness. So we should need to go and loot that. What was I saying? But yeah, oh, abilities. So yeah, I've got my second ability. So if I do this now, watch. I blind them. If I walk up to them... You're not finishing them? Maybe I can, but I think maybe I had to go and have it out. You should be able to go ahead and basically execute them by using your action button. Don't know why I couldn't execute there. Maybe I was standing at it from an off angle. You might have to either be directly in front or directly to the sides. I think it was just ever so slightly turned to the side, so I wasn't standing in the right position. But anyway, I'll try it again in a moment, all right? If you are out of energy as well, oh, see these security cameras? They'll basically block this up. You can just go and break the security camera and then get through, okay? So you can always go and do it that way. Now, these are called Corpus. Maybe I should have explained Grineer as well. Corpus basically have shields and then health. So as you can see, he's got... Oh, look. No, no. Shoot me. Ah, you're filthy. Here I come. There you go. So Corpus basically have like shields and health. Again, I don't mind that these guys are alert right now. If you need to turn it off, turn it off. But Corpus is going to have shields and health. There'll be different resistances that... Truly a Warframe moment. Oh, there'll be different resistances inside the game. Oh my god, see, look at all these plants, chat. Look at all these frost leaves. This top... I know this is loud right now. Can you guys hear that?
Good work.
No, no, you don't hear it? Listen to that noise. If you ever hear that noise, it's what we call basically caches or rare caches in the game. There can be lots of different examples of rare caches inside Warframe. You can even loot them within like sabotage missions, and you can get some goodies where they're more kind of guaranteed in sabotage missions, just depending on the sabotage mission itself. If not, you might be able to randomly get something called a rare cache. And if you do, you can get yourself like affinity boosters and stuff like that. And it's really good to go ahead and get. Oh, that's an LN2 barrel. I don't know why I shot that. I could die. No, I can't. No, we're good. The electric proc really hurts there. But I'll talk about different elements of different factions. My point is these have shields and health. There's a way to bypass the shields and only hit their health if you wanted to. So you could go ahead and do that. But again, we'll get to that a little bit later. But these guys right here, if they have shields like this, these are called Corpus. All right. These are like the scientist kind of faction, all about, you know, technology and this and that and whatever. They were the scientists of the Orokin Empire. You'll hear that an awful lot. Don't worry. Is there a curio down here? Or is there a sculpture? No. Okay, don't worry. I'll just double check I was saying. You don't have to drop down there. But just remember down there does exist. I'll show you like a lot of different kind of places that you can go to on tile sets, because if you're not paying too much attention, you can end up skipping some things to go ahead and collect. You'll hear me say curio a lot. I'm sorry that I'm not explaining it very well right now. Curio is basically a collectible scan. You do not in any way, shape or form have to get it. Okay? In no way, shape or form do you have to go and get them. They're just kind of cool to go ahead and get. Oh, I got flow. That's pretty big. And you know what? I'll actually take enemy sense as well. That's also pretty big because I could start showing you enemies on my radar, and I think that's actually a good thing. Otherwise, we got polymer bundles. We needed some of those, which is fantastic. You'll need a lot of polymer bundles in Warframe, by the way. I got neurodes. These are, as you can see, like there's bigger quantities of these. As you can see, like way bigger quantities of salvage, but there's not as big quantity as neuros. You're starting to identify which ones are like rarer and which ones are not. So I'm going to go and show you something here as well. I'll timestamp this right now. I'll wait for him to stop talking.
I admire you for your struggle.
Is there any stage where Vor isn't annoying?
I am part of you.
Anywho's, orders, please don't. Oh, I'm not even allowed to click on this right now. Okay, I'll show you it in a second because it's going to make me go ahead and do the... Oh, Negator. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and build a Negator right now. We're going to go and click on this. And then, as you can see, like I said, this is going to be real life time. So if I click off this, and we wait around like 10 seconds, and I click back onto it, this is just building in the background. This is what I'm saying. Always try and keep things building in the background, all right? So as you can see, yeah, look, it goes down. Now, what you could go and do is you can go ahead and rush them. This is where platinum comes in. Now, this one doesn't cost you anything to rush it, so I'm just going to show you what rush looks like. You can literally click it again, and then rush it. Sometimes, though, they are going to cost a bit more than that, all right? Oh, my God, you need iridite and fish oil for these. Oh, yeah, I guess you do, of course. Are you still talking? Right, so now I am removing this off me.
And I will die at last.
And hopefully... Can you go away now? Yeah, Thor, you'll get used to it, right? You'll always be there. Thor's knocking at your door, okay? Okay. I'm not even gonna, I don't even know what's happening right now. I can't even remember this part. That's not even the Ascaris. What was my 10? I've completely forgotten why my 10 even does this. Okay, so we're gonna go and find Thor. All right, can I move?
What are you waiting for?
What do you mean? What? I can't move, brother. Okay, so what I was gonna go and do here is I'm gonna show you this. So again, another timestamp right here. Hopefully this will help you guys understand what you're looking for. So if you want to go ahead and build something in specific in Warframe, and you are looking for specific things to go ahead and acquire. So over here, I'm looking for ferrite, plastids, salvage, and morphics. Let's just, for hypothetically, let's just try and remember ferrite and maybe salvage for now. Okay, what we're going to go and do is we're going to go towards your navigation, zoom out, click on any planet, In the bottom right, hover over this, and this is what you will find on this planet that drops on this planet. Enemies on the planet may drop different things, but this planet is guaranteed to have ferrite. That's great. We were looking for ferrite, right? Ferrite, rubido, neurodes, plants. Thank you, guys. Ferrite, rubido, neurodes, and detonite amples. So remember ferrite, rubido. If I now click here on Venus, alloy, poly, it's different. So I mean, if you're looking for a very specific resource, just go ahead and scroll out, click on the planet. You get the idea. So what am I looking for? Looking for plastids. Where are plastids? Is there plastids around here? Anyway, I'm just going to go where I know plastids are right now. Oh, look, there's plastids. You get the idea? So if you're looking for a specific resource, scroll out and do it that way. If there is any more other specific resources, so if you're looking for like fish oil, it's not planetary bound in its own way. It kind of is, but it's more like specific node bound, which is Plains of Eidolon, but we'll get to that in a bit. Anyways. I'm going to buy some scanners, okay? Hopefully that helps you, all right, if you're looking for specific things there. Chat's reminded me. Thank you, chat. I'm going to go and buy scanners. Now, I'm going to recommend this to you early. Please listen to what I'm saying. In no way, shape, or form do you have to go and do this right here, right now. If you would prefer to do this in your own time, please go ahead and do so. But scanners are going to be pretty good. Now, I don't have too many credits, so I'm going to grab a couple. Don't think that you have to go ahead and do the same thing that I did here, okay? Save your credits. Feel free to use them on other things, but I'm going to explain how kind of scanners work there. So as you can see, they're coming in increments of, I don't even know how many, but I've got like over 25 chart. So I've got an awful lot of scanners that I can now use, right? Just by purchasing a 10 pack. What's going to happen here is that I'm going to scan plants. And the reason why I'm going to scan plants is because a bit later, you're going to go ahead and need them. Okay, so keep that in mind. Thank you, chat. So some of those plants that I did go and show you earlier, we're going to try and go ahead and see if we can get some of those plants. In the meantime, if you don't know what to do in Warframe as well, if I'm not around or I haven't given you any kind of information, you see this thing here, this kind of like this X kind of marks the spot. Always follow this, all right? Just keep following this until it no longer basically gives you a direction. Next thing you can go and do is complete every available node on your star chart. I also want you to go ahead and unlock every planet that you can on the star chart. The other thing I want you to go and do is also complete every available quest you can. Okay, these are 3 directions I have now given you, and we're only about an hour in right now. Believe me, at this point, you're starting to get the idea of Warframe, all right? I could almost leave you with that. But for now, I'm going to keep playing to try and help explain other things that we may come across. Right, let's just go get this one done so we can make a bit more progress here.
The Ascaris will complete its task and bring you to...
Oh, I hate those ledgers. If you had some spare mods to go and put on your Warframes, feel free to go ahead and do that. Because you see, I'm going a little bit quicker without the mods, mostly because I just feel comfortable. So if you're not maybe moving at the same speed I am, maybe you might want to put some more mods on your Warframes or your weapons. That's okay. Do that if you want to. All right. I haven't done that right now. So obtain a nav thing. I don't even know where it is in there. Please stop shooting me. This isn't very nice of you. Oh, look, there's a latcher right there. What's this? So always follow these. These are like your points of interest. Always go to follow these, and that means you can leave. I don't actually know if I can just straight leave. I'm curious why it wants me to go do this. Isn't this just sabotage? This literally just looks like a sabotage mission. I don't know. I think it is just a sabotage mission, though. That feels a bit weird. I'll explain like sabotage missions and what to do with them maybe a little bit later as well. I don't even think I need to do this. Oh my god, he's on a rampart. Oh, awesome. I've died. Dying in Warframe. Let's explain this as well. Don't panic, all right? Ideally, when you are reviving, you're basically just losing a bit of affinity. As you can see down here, it's going to cost me a bit of affinity. So technically, you don't want to die because you're basically losing XP, right? But if you do die, in this case, I've got 4 revives. I can come back into the game, all right? So we're good to go ahead and come back in. If you see these guys on ramparts, these are called the Grineer. So I didn't explain these guys earlier. These are called the Grineer. Yeah, controlling these, you can get on it as well if you want to. And just kind of like shoot back or whatever you want to go and do. But yeah, don't feel like you have to go and do that. I don't actually know why that was even an optional, by the way. You don't have to do what I just did there. If you want to, just get straight to the extracts. I'm a bit confused why. That's basically a sabotage mission, which you will get familiar with a little bit later. I'm out, right.
The colonist ship has escaped.
Oh, that's what it was. I had a choice. I could save the colonist by sabotaging the ship or save yourself and leave. Oh, I saved people? God damn it. Now I'm going to get thank you notes. And oh, I got Galleon nav coordinates right after that. You don't get these often, so this is purely quest bound. Look at that chat. I got Endo. Endo. This is great because I can start explaining more and more about modification and try and help people out with modification. I have a communication inbox right now. It's just from Davo. He's just chilling. We don't really care about that. But if you do get inboxes, you can go towards your communication. You can go friends here, clan, whatever you want to go and do. We'll talk about clans and dojos a bit later. We don't have to do that right now. I say we just keep going. We're on good pace right now. So let's just keep going.
The detonator is charging up. You need to bring Vor down.
Right, we need to go ahead and confront Captain Vor, which is over here. This definitely feels, I feel like they've done a bit of a better job than what I remember. Warframe many moons ago. Definitely didn't feel like this. Okay, so I feel like the new player experience is definitely in a much better spot than what it once was. So they do have a bit more guidance to kind of get you into the game. It's when they stop. Well, I'm more curious about when they stop and how it goes. And so forth. I'll explain, by the way, I know you see like enemy levels in here. I'll explain how like enemy levels work within Warframe. Oh, I had a stealth affinity bonus. I was literally doing Sedna Adaro. I am literally doing Sedna Adaro right now, chat. Don't worry, if you don't understand what that is, you don't really need to understand it. Just I'm just actually doing a Sedna Adaro right now. This is what I do on my stream all of the time. You get something called Stealth Affinity Bonus. I'll explain that at another point, but hopefully you can put one and one together here and kind of understand that if I kill an unalerted enemy, I get more affinity if they're killed unalerted. Which is why the bow could actually be pretty good for me. Oh, so here's Vor. He's chilling. Big boy Vor. What a do, Vor? How are you, buddy? So we're just going to pop him down a little bit here. He's going to TP a lot all over the place. Vor has a few different stages. Wow, I actually just one-shot him. Vor has a few different stages, so we're just going to chill out. Oh, I'm missing these shots. There we go. Vor has shields and armor here. So now he's just, when he puts that bubble around him, you can't really actually hurt him, so you just chill out. When that bubble goes, look at the HP at the top if you need to know when to shoot. And that should be him dead. Okay, so that's Vor done. Whenever you kill a boss, make sure you run over their body, just in case they do go and drop loot. Right now, you don't have mods to vacuum loot up, but we'll kind of get to that a bit later. So I'm just taking a bit of affinity right now, so I'm just killing a couple of enemies. I missed that shot. I'm terrible. I'm a bad player. I thought that was a rare cache for a second. Could you imagine? That'd have been streamer loot right there. Oops. Okay, and we're out. Okay, so we're done Vor, which is awesome. He's out of the way now as well. We got some Detonite Ampules, some Ferrite, and as we can see, things are slowly ranking up, which is great because that's what we want them to go ahead and do. Ideally, right now, I'm going to explain how Affinity works in terms of how to actually rank something efficiently. I'll get to that in a bit because, forgive me, there's a rule of thumb. 75, 25, 50, 50. Somebody might understand that, but if you don't worry. We'll get to that just a little bit later. Okay, so now I'm just going to see what they want me to go and do now. If they don't give me anything, I will just talk. Because otherwise I just want to keep going. Okay, she's just going to keep talking for a minute. What I'm going to go and do is I'm going to take this time to go and upgrade what I just put on my bow here earlier. Now, there's going to be two different types of people. There's going to be someone out there who will tell you do not rank up cracked mods. There's going to be people out there who will tell you to rank up cracked mods. I am one of the people who will actually tell you to rank up cracked mods. Why? I just want you to understand. Lotus, I don't care. I want you to understand about ranking up things here and what's going to rank up. Now, I wouldn't recommend ranking up every single little thing, right? Like, you don't have to go and rank these up right now, okay? Don't worry about that. But ranking up damage is just good anyways. Number one, the actual serration the non-cracked version we don't get until a bit later. And number two is it's just extra damage anyways. Not that I really need the extra damage. So if you're still one-shot and everything, don't rank it up right now. But when you're not one-shot and everything, maybe consider ranking it up. All right, I'm just going to rank it up for educational purposes right now. But keep in mind, look, our capacity is increased from last time. It's now 3 out of 5. So what we're going to go do is, now that I have this mod in here, I'm going to click mods here. Or if you didn't want to do that, you could click mods. I've just completed the quest basically. Or if you didn't want to do that, you could click mods here. So it's up to you. If the mods are on the weapon, you can just rank it from there. If you just want to rank the mods individually, then you can do. Anyways, I'm going to go and click here because then I know it's this mod that I'm selecting. And what I'm going to go and do is click fusion. So when you click a mod, there's a few different things here. My advice to you is pretend this one doesn't exist. That's my advice to you. I'll explain this multiple times as I keep playing throughout all of the episodes, but don't worry about this one. For this one, this is good because it's another way to acquire Endo. Endo is a bit harder to get hold of. Credits, you can get credits from doing everything and anything, but fusion is how you rank a mod up. So I'm going to click here. And then what I'm going to go and do is it does 10% and it's currently 2 drain. You see the number up there, 2? As I get it stronger, the drain goes up. So the mod will cost more and more and more as I continue to rank it up, okay? Now I know I have 5 drain on my weapon because it's level 5. So I know I can rank it to 5. So do I have enough endo? Yes. Do I have enough credits? Yes. Apply. And just like that, that is now ranked up to level 4, which is fantastic. So that now gives me 40% increase. So base of this was 115. It's now going to be 161, which is a big increase right there. That's fantastic. I'll explain. You might go and see I can't put this in here. I'll explain that a bit more when it comes towards modding. But just for now, try and put them where you can. Ideally, if you want a quicker rundown of how that works, you see how this costs 2? If I put it in there, it costs 1. You figured it out. You kind of understand how that works. Right, but if I put this in here, or sorry, if I put this in here, see how it costs 2? Now it costs 3? Look at the color. Look at the color. You might figure it out. We'll get to that later, okay? If you don't understand what I mean by that, don't worry. If you're a little bit quicker on the ball, that's awesome. You'll understand what I'm talking about there. So for now, we've just ranked that up and we're just going to keep going. Now it wants me to go and complete the Venus Junction. So we are now officially on our first junction. We've done all of the nodes that we need to go and do. Oh no, look. There you go. You see these blinking nodes here? So it's telling me that I haven't done this mission, but that's fine. Let's go and hover over this. Right, in order to go and do Venus Junction, we need to go ahead and collect 20 mods. So I need 2 more mods, so that's fine. And I need to apply 4 mods for a single weapon or warframe. Now, I've got to go and do a defense anyways, because it's optional there. And Cetus, we'll get to that in a moment, I guess. I'd rather go do Venus and stuff and explain Junctions than go into Plains of Eidolon kind of content right now. So let's go and start off with this. It's just a defense mission. This is going to be a good way for me to go and train my gear as well. So it's not too bad, all right? So I'm just reading some of the comments. Okay, awesome. We're in. So defense missions are, to explain them briefly, because now I can actually start explaining missions because we're now doing missions. We're not doing quests and stuff. Defense missions are a way for you to go ahead and just basically protect the target. There's going to be a few different types of defenses, and Warframe has a lot of different ways to say the word defense. Just fancier different ways of saying it. But ideally, if this dies, I lose. So the goal is to go to protect it. Now, in my abilities, I don't really have anything that can technically stop enemies in terms of, like, I can't line of sight. Do you know what I mean by line of sight? So if the enemy can see it, the enemy can shoot it, if that makes sense. So I have nothing to stop them from doing that. But what I can do, you see how this person's up there? I don't know if I'm in range, but if I press 2, I can crowd control that enemy to stop them. Okay, so this is just Excalibur. Volt, if you picked Volt, Volt has electric shields that he could go ahead and put down. So the electric shield can stop people from shooting across it. Excalibur doesn't have that right now, but we don't need to worry. They do so little damage that we are okay. Right now, we're just killing them. That's wave 1. Now, the way that this works as well is that in defenses, they work in increments of 5. So you do 5 waves, and then if you want to leave, you can leave. If you want to do another 5, you can stay in, but you have to do the next 5, if that makes sense. So this can't die, and you can't run out of revives. All right? So that's basically how that works. So if you then do 10, that's fine. Then you do 15, that's fine. 20. You get the idea? Now, I'll talk about how rotational rewards work, because rotational rewards work as a AABC kind of rotator. I know that isn't going to mean anything right now, and it's not going to help because I'm not going to elaborate further than that right now. But ideally, you will start to notice, and I'll say it here because if you're playing with a team, and if you play in public, oh, I just got a drop, that's good. If you're playing with a team and you're playing in public, you might see some people leave at wave 20, and you'll be like, oh, I want to play to wave 25. Why did they leave at wave 20? AABC. All right. See this thing here? These are mods. So if I press G, I can like mark things, but if I mark that, I can also see what the mod name is. Not only can I see it, but if there's other players inside the mission that I'm in, they can also see it. So if I walk over and collect it, boom, I've now got the mods that I needed for the junction. Now all I need to go and do, so there's another mod there. Pressure point, that's really good. That's damage for melee. Oh, that's actually just pressure point. That's not cracked pressure point, I don't think, right? Yeah, look at that. So we got, with these mods here are not cracked mods, which means that is a pressure point mod, which is fantastic because it's damage for melee. So if you like using your melee, pressure point's going to be fantastic. As in, like, once you got the endo and the credits, you can rank that bad boy straight up, all right? There is better mods out there than pressure point, but it's going to be a long time before I get conditional overloads or prime pressure point, okay? I'll explain primes again in Warframe. You might hear people say prime this, prime that. What is prime? What is prime? Like, how does prime work? Imagine prime just basically as like a better version of something that already exists. Okay? Excalibur, Excalibur prime. Leto, Leto prime. You get the idea? Excalibur prime might be the worst reference that I can give you, by the way, because you can't actually get Excalibur prime. He's tied to a founder's pack. Do I need to go into that as well? Oh my goodness. He's tied to a founder's pack. I can take this time to like answer questions or stuff like that. So there are people live in the chat who are new to the game who want to ask questions during defenses. I can talk about it. If they're like way later down the line, I may not answer it right there and then. But whenever I do game modes like this, I can just kind of chill and talk to you guys and explain things. So bows are projectile. Always try and aim in front of where you're shooting. So like if an enemy's there and they're walking to the right, I'd probably aim just a little bit. Do you know what I mean? It's a projectile, which means that it takes time. In Warframe, you'll get two things. I can explain this. You got hit scan and projectile. What does hit scan mean? It means the moment I shoot, it hits them. That's hit scan. Okay? This is basically like bullets. Bullets are normally just like instantaneous because they're so fast. They just basically hit the moment I shoot. Whereas bows are projectiles. They don't hit the moment I click. Right? They need time to travel, as you can see. So, projectiles, sometimes you're going to have to leave a shot. Oh, I got vitality mods. Ain't no way. That's great. That's just flat Warframe health, which is fantastic. Sorry, I say flat. It's percentile Warframe health, but it's fantastic. It's a great survivability mod to go ahead and get a bit earlier here. So you see that? I had to like leave my shot a bit there. I'd recommend whenever you kill enemies, try and like loot their corpses as well, like walk over them, because you don't know if they drop particular mods and stuff that you need. If you don't see me doing it, again, don't worry, it's because I'm kind of more aware of what's going on. But my advice to you is the only way that you can learn is by doing, all right? Do. And do not feel stupid for asking questions. Does everyone collect the same mods no matter who picks it up or what each person collects as they get? Yeah, so if a mod, that's a great question. If a mod drops in the mission, if I walk over that mods, what I collect is also what you would collect if you walked over that mods. But if a mod is here and I collect that mods, do I collect that mod for you? No, you also have to come over here and collect the mods. I think that's a great question. But yes, ideally and evidently, we would get the same mods. Unless there's like more of a specific niche kind of gambling mods that might happen. For example, I was going to say like corrupted vaults, but I haven't done corrupted vaults in groups for a long time. So I don't know if everyone gets something different or if everyone gets something random. Oh, no, no, I think everybody gets everything the same, even in corrupted mods, right? So if one person opens it, I think everybody gets the same. Maybe different ribbons you would probably get differently. So if you and I got a ribbon and then we open the ribbon, that would be different. But that's a completely different thing. Don't worry about ribbons. We'll get to that later. So again, just for now, all I'm doing is just surveying the scene. My advice to you is normally jump nice and high and just have a little look where you find the enemies. Track them down, kill them. Lovely jubbly, off you go. All right? So just take your time. So what would actually help here is it's a small tile set. It's a defense tile set. Can you see on like my radar, it's actually telling me that there's an enemy here. What we want to go and do is I have a mod that's called Enemy Sense, and it'll be really good to go and put that on my Warframe. Because it will show me where it goes. So look, if you look here, look, I just got a reward for doing 5 waves. So the next ones are going to be over here. I can either battle and stay in, or I can leave. For the purpose of this, I'm going to be leaving because we're going to do other things, all right? But I also got myself a Lith relic, or what some people like to go and call them onions. No, cabbages, as I is. You hear the Warframe community refer to these as cabbages. These are very good to hold on to. You will be doing this a lot in Warframe. It doesn't matter if you're new. It doesn't matter if you're old. Welcome to relics, okay? You will get a lot of these, and you need a lot of these. My god, do you? We'll get more to relics a little bit later when I need to open relics, okay? Right. So complete the Venus Junction. So let's go and double check. What do I need to go and do from here onwards? So again, we hover over it. I just need to apply 4 mods to a single weapon or Warframe. That's all I need to go and do now, right? So what I need to go look at, what's my highest thing? Right now, it's MK1 Paris. What's going to be a little bit annoying is maybe ranking this up is going to bite me in the ass right now because, hang on, 2, 4, 6, 7. So yeah, if I didn't rank this up, that would be 7 in total because this would have been 2, that would have been 4, that would have been 6. And if I put that in there, that's only 1, that would have been 7. So I could have actually just put this all in here. But since I ranked it up, it's a bit tough. I might have to just rank things up again. My advice to you right now is at this point in the stream. Oh, let me go ahead and explain this part. So I'm going to put enemy radar in. I could put health and other things. I'm not going to, but I'm going to put this in, or enemy sense. I'm also going to mod this and rank it up. The reason for this is because it's going to go ahead and detect enemies that are closer to me and show me roughly where they are. I don't quite have... you know, I'll still take that anyways. It's still going to be good for me, mostly because I'm going quick. I don't recommend to mod this up for you guys personally, but I'm going to be doing that for myself, all right? So unfortunately, I still need to go and get endo credits, and I need to go ahead and get more mods, unless, actually... 1, 2, 3, and they're all 4 apiece, which is kind of tough. Do I have stance mods? No, stance mods would actually increase my capacity, but don't worry about that. We'll get to that in a moment, and I'm just going to check here. No, these are way too big, and no, I don't have a way to increase that. Okay, so my advice to you guys right now is I would skip ahead on the live stream. Okay, I would skip ahead on the timestamps. I'm going to go ahead and do defense again, because I'm just going to rank weapons and chill out. Can I get into a relay right now? I might do this now. Okay, let me explain what I'm doing. Because this is actually going to help me. Inside Warframe, Stop. Inside Warframe, we have something called relays, right? And relays are kind of trading posts and stuff like that you can go to. You can see other players here and so forth. What can actually happen if you hang out in a relay? If a player is MR30, so I'm not MR30, I'm MR0. If a player is MR30 and above, they can do something called blessing. They can bless the relay. Is that a Grendel? You filthy. They could do something called relay blessing, which basically means that they might be able to bless for affinity. And if they can do that, if I just hang around, literally just hang around, hopefully... Chat, is anyone online? Chat, can anyone relay bless me? For affinity. I'm on Strata, Earth, EU, Strata 5, Relay 5, Relay 5. If not, I'll just wait here for a second. Maybe someone in chat might be kind enough to go ahead and do this. I wasn't expected to do this right now, but actually I'm going to do it because I need to go ahead and get my affinity up quicker. Basically, this is going to be a bonus to my affinity. So just hang out here. It will make sense, don't worry, it'll hang out here. But once someone blesses, I'll get a buff up here, and every time I kill someone, I'll actually get just a little bit more XP per kill. You're on your way? Thank you. Yeah, I'm on Relay 5 on Strata, Earth. Just come trap me a blessing. Again, if you're new to the game, you could just keep playing, that's fine. Play at your own time. But I'm going to try and see... So basically, it's this thing here. You have to be Master Rank 30. You don't actually have to be in this area. Yeah, what up, Lou? Could you Do you have an affinity blessing for me? By any chance? Because I need to go. Or are you just waiting for one as well? All right, I think he's waiting for one. Oh, Saf is here. All right, we get it. So watch this. What will happen? Saf's going to bless for an affinity. And you see that? Now we've got affinity blessing. You can press F to thank you. And you can say thank you. Saf, much love to you, brother. I appreciate that. Everyone's like leeching the affinity blessing right now. But these are really good to go and get. If I hover up here, I've now got an increase to affinity by 0.25, is it? I think it is. So it's really, really good. Right, I'm going to leave you guys to it because I got to keep going. So now that I've got this, I've got the next 3 hours. Anything I kill, I get increased infinity. This is a good way to rank up. You can start your days just by going in here. So every 3 hours, if you don't have an affinity blessing, go to a relay and just be patient. Someone might go and bless. You can always type in chat as well and say, hey, I'm new to the game. Can anybody bless me for an affinity blessing? If there is an MR30 or higher, so like legendary rank 1, legendary tank rank 2, you get the idea. They might be able to bless, okay? But this is going to be good. I'm going to go and do defense right now. My advice to you is if you want to stay with me and do a defense with me, please go and do so. But at this point, if you want to go and see the Venus Junction, skip ahead in the VOD. Okay? Skip ahead. I will timestamp it. In the meantime, let's go ahead and chill. Any questions or anything? Did I miss any questions? But otherwise, I'm just going to kind of just play and see what I can do right now. I'll try and keep training up the bow, I think, because I like the bow stats right now. The bow actually could be really good to go ahead and hold on to. So the bow is currently the highest as well, 6. The way that I'll give you guys like a quick rundown if there's somebody who decided to stick around and is kind of just farming this with me right now. Again, I hope you guys are having a good day. Thanks for hanging out. What was I going to say? Oh, affinity. If you want to rank something up, just an easier way to understand this, you need to use it. Warframes, though, are a bit different. So every time I kill with this weapon, I'm getting 50% of the XP in the weapon. Yes, I'm getting 50% of the XP in this weapon. This weapon isn't getting chained, and this weapon isn't getting chained. Only the bow is receiving XP right now, okay? My Warframe also gets XP, okay? So you can rank your Warframe by killing with your weapons. If you kill with your Warframe, so if I kill someone with... If I kill him with this, 100% of the affinity went into my Warframe, the XP, okay? So the XP went into my Warframe. If I kill with a weapon, 50% of the XP that I got on the kill goes into my weapon that I killed it with, and 50% of it goes into my Warframe. I know this is going to sound so confusing, but I'll say it one last time. If you're in a group of players and you don't kill like literally anything, at this point, 75% of the affinity gets split between all weapons that you currently are holding. So if you are only equipping one weapon, 75% of affinity goes into that weapon, 25% of the affinity goes into your Warframe. I know. It gets a little bit confusing. Don't worry. I can go over this stuff a bit later. If I do happen to forget further in this episode, please remind me in a later episode inside the comments. Again, I won't be doing the next episode until next week on Wednesday, but I hope you guys have been enjoying this so far. 1 hour 30 of absolute raw footage of Warframe in 2023, just explaining what to do, how to go and do it, where to go, so forth. You get the idea? So I really do hope this is helping people. I'm not seeing these guys on the radar, by the way, and I think it's because I don't have a companion, right? So me ranking that enemy sense doesn't seem to have done anything for me. It's only marking like the remaining enemies. Look. I think that enemy sense hasn't helped me whatsoever. Whoops. That was a waste of endo. That's okay. And you don't need to worry about endoing credits and so forth. You can keep refarming and redoing all of that, okay? Is there anybody in chat at this point who's got like questions or anything? I might go to wave 10 here and just get this done so that I can get extra affinity. I also need extra mods is what I need. So I'm hoping enemies can drop mods. Every enemy has a specific amount of mods or resources that they can go and drop, and then there's probabilities and factors that work from there. So for example, an enemy might have like a 10% chance to drop a mod, but oh my god, but then a 5% chance that it's the mod that you want. Do you see what I mean? So you've got these like different layered increments of probabilities that just you know, it can be a little bit exhausting to keep farming for particular things. You'll hear of mods at some point in Warframe, and it'll be called condition overloads, and you'll be like, what the hell, how does this work? And you'll be killing enemies over and over and over to try and get condition overload, and it's just like, ugh. I've actually got his third ability right now. I can show you what his third ability does. If I can find out where this enemy is. Oh, he's put the schmooze on me. Did he jump up there? Okay. And that's what the third ability looks like. You can use it. It's good AoE around you if you just want to jump into a pack of enemies and just kind of use your third ability. But it's not something that you'll overly utilize that much later. But again, this could always change. This is 2023. And this is, again, just a little bit ever so slightly after the Duviri paradox. Do you ever use the wires on stages to get around? Ooh, that's a great question. I like that. So what Silex is saying is these wires here, you can basically jump onto them by using your interact button. Sometimes I use it. So if I want to get up here and I know that I can't make that jump, I'll use this to reset, see my positioning and get up here a bit quicker. Otherwise, you can just kind of slide on it, have like a bit of a Legolas moment. You can go ahead and do that if you want to. That's totally fine. Yeah, I use it from time to time. I use it from time to time. I don't specifically go out my way for it. It's just that if it's there, why not, right? These missions could go so much quicker if I could just know where the enemy is, because then I can go chase them down and just kill them. Aye. Maybe I could just spend this part, because again, we're just kind of filling right now. I could just spend this part as like a, maybe tell people more about myself right now. For anybody who's kind of like new to the channel or new to the video. Again, I hope it's helping you guys. Just, but yeah, again, yeah, my name's Clarke. I joined Warframe in 2017. This game was just as confusing then as it is now. And yeah, 6,000 hours in the game, and I'm still learning new things every day. All right, you won't meet someone who just knows everything in Warframe. That's just not going to happen. So take your time with it. All right, if you don't understand things, don't worry. There's quite a lot of other stuff that we don't understand as well. Oh, is there any plants here? I just realized what I might go and do is I'm going to try and check how many. He might be perfect. Yeah, he's perfect. I'm going to leave him. And the reason why I am is because he doesn't do that much damage right now. He's not actually even connecting his hits either. So he's literally doing no damage to it. So I'm just going to kill any other remaining enemies right now. And what I'm going to go and do is I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the Codex scanning for the plants. So like I said, the plants are going to be something that you need a bit later in the game, but I feel like it's a great thing to teach players about this a little bit earlier, and it's up to you guys if you want to do this or you would rather do it later. That's fine. That's completely okay. Feel free to take whatever option you want to. Just gonna double check. Just him, right? No. Is it just him? Right, excellent. And unfortunately, he's a little bit bugged out right now, which means he's doing no damage to it, which means I can't fail the mission. Okay, so what I'm going to go and do is I'm going to open up my gear wheel, and I'm going to go ahead and equip my Codex scanner. And now I'm just going to try and see if I see one. I'll show you. I'm looking for plants. Now every area, in Warframe is going to have different plants to go ahead and essentially scan, and you will, there we go. Oh, sunlight dragon lilies, we'll take those. So I'm going to be quiet, listen. Get the idea? So what we're going to go and do is we're going to equip our scanner like so, and we're going to scan. Right, this now guarantees that I've scanned that plant. You can only scan it one time, but it means that I've got a sunlight dragon lily. Believe me, if you can scan plants, if you can, try to grab them. Because otherwise, when you get to that quest, it could be a bit of a ball ache There you go. There's another Dragon Lily. It can be a bit of a ball like having to come back and redo it. It's like, oh, gods, this is kind of annoying. So I'm glad that I can kind of show you guys this early. I'm glad that my memory reminded me of this as well. Well done, memory. But yeah, it's not a necessity by all means. Oh, that's a great example. So if I do the scanner like this, see this? It's going to look for different people. And a tip with the scanner as well, by the way, if I do this like out in the open, sometimes it's a bit harder to see because it's too bright. So if I do like this, sometimes it's harder to see. Just trust me, right? If you ever want to go ahead and get more usage out of a scanner, run to a dark area like a boulder and then look through the boulder. See that? It's too easy to identify where it is. So you don't know where it is, get behind something and have a little look. Way easier to do this. Just trust me, way, especially darker areas. Like so, look at this. See that? So much easier to see what you're looking for. So if you hear this noise, you can scan something, but what is it that you're trying to scan? Okay. Anyways, that's how you do plants. I've got 3 sunlight jade leaves. I got 1 sunlight jade leaf and I got 2 sunlight dragon lilies, which is great. So I can just kind of it is scanning something and it's not the guy. You see what I mean by it's gonna be harder to find, so I drop over here, up here, over there. Is it this way? I have no idea where this scan is, but it's telling me I can scan something unless it is the guy in the middle. No, because he'd be flashing. I feel like it's up above me. No, it's not. Okay, this is unfortunate. Oh. There it is. See that? Look. See? That was so much harder to... Look how small that is. That's a fresh cone. That is so much harder to go ahead and find. But you see how I'm using environment to try and look through. So I now know it was somewhere over there. And that is literally grade A textbook of showing you why I do that. I'm so glad that we got it early. So there you go. Need this? Boom. But look how much harder that was to find. Anyways, take your time with scanning plants. I'd recommend trying to go and get them early whenever you can. Lovely jubbly. Kill this guy. Off we go. What level am I? 7? We're going to keep going. We'll go to wave 10.
Extraction is ready. Unless you can handle
This is where like editing would have been great because I could just cut all of this out. Technically, I can edit this stuff after I'm done or whenever I'm done being live, but I still think it's a good thing to go ahead and show you guys. And I could talk about tips and tricks and movement and so forth. Aim, gliding, sliding, whatever you guys want to chain together. I tried to use my operator like 6 times there. I'm not going to lie. But otherwise, right now, we're just ranking and we're just chilling out. All right, we're just chilling out. Did I miss anything else? I can watch you at double speed. What up, birdie? Do you think the new player experience is improved in the Duviri update? I really hope they would add a tutorial for mods and status effects and so forth. Do I think it's improved? Yes, but in a different way. I think it's improved because quality of life at Duviri is actually just more engaging and pretty fun to go ahead and do. But again, it's still not true Warframe. So although I think it's improved in terms of gameplay and how fun it can be, I think more players would probably have more fun with Duviri than they would with like kind of normal Warframe. But that's because normal Warframe can be a bit complex and confusing and people don't quite understand what's going on. I mean, Duviri can also be complex and confusing, but you get like loner mods and loner Warframes, loner builds and loner things. So if it wasn't for all of that, then, you know, it is what it is. Also, at this point in the stream and in the video and so forth, I don't know if there's a chance to go and ask you guys, but if you are enjoying this and you know someone else out there who might also enjoy this, please consider sharing the video. Please go ahead and consider liking it. Please go ahead and leave a like. Any kind of support that I can get here right now is going to help other people. Again, this video will be up for a week, so episode 2 won't happen until around the corner. I might farm for some stuff off the episodes. So if I need to go ahead and get like a particular Warframe ranked up just for educational purposes, I could always go and use my twitch.tv/NoSympathyy stream. I could always go and use that to go ahead and spend like a day or something just ranking things. But you won't miss anything too much. Basically, in order to rank things, I'm killing things. So I mean, so it's not like you're missing anything right now. I got that one. Rank 8 on the Paris. Did I get any new mods? I got Fever Strike. So, honestly, ranking up the melee is probably not a bad idea. Because I think I got a lot of melee mods right now. Fever Strike is a great mod to get, by the way. Great mod. It's toxin damage for melees, which is fantastic. Oh, yeah, I guess there's Nightwave, but like... I guess I might have to explain Nightwave in a bit. Because I can't really explain Nightwave too much right now. Warframe needs to give you more like mission music. We need some music to jam out to, but I don't want it to get like heavily copyright struck if I put on some music. So something else that you can also go ahead and notice is enemies are starting to scale in levels the longer that I stay in as well, so they will get a bit tougher. But again, hopefully I can get to 10 and then we should be fine. I think I severely underestimated unfortunately levels and mods that I would acquire in the early. I thought I would get to the first junction pretty quick. Pardon me, if not, I mean I can always go do Cetus. I was really hoping I'd go and get Junction done right now and would have Venus unlocked. But I just need the I need the extra capacity to put mods on. I'm a mod there as Vitality. So you'll get a lot of duplicate mods as well. Again, I'll explain this at another point, but you'll get a lot of duplicate mods in Warframe. And you don't have to go ahead and use all of those. And what you can go and do is you can just basically trade them in for like Endo. And have an alternative way of basically acquiring Endo instead of just waiting for enemies to drop it or waiting for like mission rewards. So yes, you'll see me get Vitality quite a few times. That's just gonna happen, but that's okay. Like I said, I've already got the Vitality mod. I only need one of those. Like, I literally do not need any more than just one Vitality. So I can basically just get rid of the other two and get some spare Endo and some goodies from it. I don't know if we'll see an Eximus unit on wave 10, but if we do, that's cool because then I can show people an Eximus unit. Everything feels so slow, but it's mostly because I'm just used to Steel Path. Steel Path is something that you'll get to a lot later in the game, so you don't have to worry about that right now. But yeah, enemies just pour out in Steel Path. So we're currently on wave 10 right now. With bows as well, for anybody who doesn't know. Again, just kind of teaching some other stuff here. If you draw the bow, you can press reload to cancel the draw. So, just in case you didn't know that. In case I was like, oh gods, I don't want to shoot now. Just cancel the draw, and you're okay. My survival options up in the top right as well. I have shields and I have health. Health won't regenerate on its own. There needs to be another way to go and regenerate it. In this case, you're looking for like health orbs, which there are none here at the minute. These latches. I'm looking for like health orbs. Otherwise, I do have shields in the top right, and shields are regenerative. There is something called shield gating. I guess I'll explain that in a future episodes. I wonder if like my last episode should be just about me. I'm going to leave here and see how we could. I wouldn't have minded getting a different rewards here. I don't really feel like I need the relics, although that's a Baruch relic. Wouldn't have minded something different there. Would have been better. I remember I was 17 and I didn't know about the reload bow thing. That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you, there's a lot of things to discover in Warframe. So it gave me the Duviri paradox quest, which I can also go and do. And it also looks like I think I can actually go ahead and rank this up. Okay, well, let's go ahead and do this then, because it can give us something to go ahead and do. So I need to go and do the 4 mod still. So timestamping this here, what I'm going to be doing, guys, is we got to the stage where I can actually progress mastery rank. Okay. So what we're going to go do is we're actually going to go and level up. I got enough XP from my weapons here. Now, listen to me when I say this, because this is something that you do need to go in here. If I keep leveling these weapons, am I wasting XP here? No. Right now, any XP that I still get here is being carried over. Thank God the game does that, right? So it's being carried over. So if you don't want to do this test and rank up right now, you don't have to. But let's go ahead and show you how to do this. Step 1, mastery rank test available. Step 2, choose a relay. In this case, relay on Earth Strata is available. What we're going to go ahead and do, just go to a relay. I'm just going to go to relay 5 and go calm. And I'm going to show you guys what you can go and do here, because this is genuinely quite important. And there's still some people who are like MR10 and they didn't even know this existed. What you can go and do is you can practice your tests. Press escape, go to fast travel, go to Cephalon Simurus. Click. You are now at Cephalon Simurus. Stop. Look to your right. See that? If we look to the left, ignore this. Look to your right. Right here is every mastery ranking test. So count them in threes. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3. You get the idea. This is every mastery ranking test that you can slowly go ahead and rank up with and get all over the place with them. And you can also do tests. So over here, this is mastery rank, 23. Whoops, let's go all the way towards the end. And you can see these ones over here, legendary 2. Oh, sorry, that's legendary 2 required. I was going to say, that's legendary rank 3. At the current moment, this is where I am in the game, right? That's the highest one that you can go and get. So we're going to go all the way back down here, right? And you see this one here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on it, but read what it says. Qualify. If you think you're confident enough to take it on, do it. But listen, let me interrupt. If you fail this, you will have to wait 24 hours. There's always a catch. Yes, they do it that way, all right? Player retention, free-to-play game. They're trying to get you back and hooked into it, okay? If you fail it, it will take you... you have to go and do it 24 hours. My advice to you is to practice first. Click here, practice. If you fail the practice, you can just re-queue it back up. So always see what you're trying to do first, okay? Always see what you're trying to do first. So what is it that it wants me to do? I need to go and kill 3 enemies with a primary weapon. There's 1, there's 2, and there's a miss. So there's 3. That was wave 1. That's all I need to go and do. So that was easy to understand. The barrier wasn't, too hard there, because they're nice and easy to go and take down. It's not like I was going to die. They're also melees as well right now, or at least some of them are, so I could just walk away from them. Kill this guy. Actually, just kill this guy because it's quicker to kill than the mower. That's wave 2. So it's still just primary weapons. Keep reading up here. And the next one is 8 enemies with a primary weapon. So I think this will probably be the last one. It also has a time limit to do it in, okay? So look, I've got 2 minutes to go ahead and do this. If I don't do this in 2 minutes, this is considered a fail. Again, I'm on practice modes, so a fail doesn't really do anything to me. I'm okay with that. Oh, so these guys here, Shield Ospreys, are actually going to keep restoring the shields of this. Take out the Shield Osprey first, and then take this out. Otherwise, they're going to keep getting shields back, all right? There'll be particular units that you want to go ahead and pay attention to. Wave 3 completed. Is that the end? Right, so that was my practice. I understood what the goal was. I need to go and kill 3 on the first wave, 5 on the second wave, 8 on the third wave. That's how it's going to be. Now, when I click qualify, it's now serious. Do not run out of time. Do not die and fail. Get the job done, okay? So we know it's also just primary weapons as well. So I don't actually have to use my secondary or my melee. Here's the thing. I can use my secondary and melee. Well, if I'm allowed to, if the game actually lets me. So I'm going to click qualify now. This is the screen you're going to get. You've qualified for Master Rank 1. You can attempt this once per day. Are you ready? This will give me daily standard limit. We'll get to that later. It gives me base mod capacity. Actually really good. And it gives me 50 void trace storage. We'll get to that later. That's to do with relics. But the base mod capacity is actually pretty good as well. So we'll be taking that bad boy. Anyways, whenever you can rank up, try to rank up. Do your practices. Whenever you feel prepared, do your qualifications. Some mastery ranks will catch you off guards. Okay, the first like 8 of them, you are going to blitz through and be like, dude, these are so easy. When you get to number 9, it catches you off guard. Okay, most of them are easy though. They're not supposed to be super, super hard things. Warframe's generally quite a casual game. It's just complex. All right, the fundamentals of building and getting everything together can generally be quite hard, but otherwise, the content within Warframe and the enemies you face and so forth is normally quite easy. That's all of those. And then I gotta go and kill one more wave now of 8 enemies. Done. So we are now MR1. Congratulations. Gotta get a round of applause in the chat right there. Actually, Pug. And now you are 99% better than my Twitch chat. Just like that. All right. So awesome. You've now done it. You're now MR1. Ideally, like I said, it will... Mastery ranking will be a way for you to slowly acquire and unlock new weapons and warframes and stuff like that to go ahead and use. At a particular threshold, it doesn't get as good, but it's okay. Anyways, you've done it. You've got a little slate. You can put this as a decoration in your orbiter inside your ship if you wanted to. That's basically how it kind of goes. But now when I go up here, look, I've got a little number next to me. So when you see these numbers next to people, this is what the number is going to represent, okay? But keep in mind, sometimes you might just see a 1. That could either be MR1 or it could be LR1, which is 2 different things. But remember, fast travel, Cephalon Simris, look right, go practice. Okay, you got it. Awesome. So we can get that out of the way nice and quick because now I ain't got to worry about that. I believe you can only do 1 mastery rank a day as well anyways. So you're kind of limited to how many you can do per day to stop people from like zooming through the star chart and progressing. So that's fine. Main thing is I got the first one out of the way. And to get to MR2, I need 7,000 experience. I'm going to say this here, but like I'm not going to heavily go over it. But every weapon gives you 3,000. General rule of thumb, there's a couple that do break it, Kuva weapons, so forth, whatever, but just ignore that for now. General rule of thumb, every weapon gives you 3,000 each one time, 0 to 30. If you former it or whatever, it doesn't give you any more. So 3,000. Warframes give you 6,000. So Warframes actually give you way more. So ranking Warframes is probably more of a priority for you. So as you can see, if I want to go and get MR2, it's 7,000. Well, that's pretty much guaranteed with what I'm still ranking anyways. So we're going to go and get that. Where did I leave off, chat? Where did I leave off? Oh, I can talk about... Okay, I guess I'll go ahead and timestamp this as well. You might go and see something down here called Nightwave. This is a bit newer, and to try and put this simply, imagine it like a season pass. Okay, it's optional whether or not you want to go and focus on it, and if you're newer to the game, I wouldn't worry about it too much. They do last for quite some time, but their implementation of Nightwave may be changed over the next course of years, so we'll see what happens. But ideally, if you do see this, you can simply click on it and it's just going to be different cosmetics and different things that you can go ahead and get from it. Imagine it like a little free season pass in the background. Down here, I've got to kill 10 enemies with finishers. That's it. And that'll give me 1,000, and I need 10,000 to progress to the next rank. And that's basically how it goes, all right? Down here, I got to go and do these. They're all like different objectives and so forth. You get credit offerings down here where when you've got the credits. So as you can see, I get credits there and I can get credits there. Once I stack up on these credits, I can go towards credit offerings and I can buy different skins. I could buy different mods. So what's a good mod in here to go and give you guys? See this one here, corrosive projection? awesome. Try and go ahead and get that. Shield Disruption, not bad as well. Go ahead and grab it. Energy Siphon, really good just for general usage on majority of Warframes. If you're looking for a way to give you energy back without having to pick up energy orbs, this could be very, very good. But yeah, you kind of get the idea. These ones will be different sometimes, but they will rotate. So if you can see something in there, do go and grab them. Steel Charge might be in there. This is all cosmetic, so you can go and get that if you want to. And then Miscellaneous, these things here are going to be really good for you to go and get. You will need some of these 19 extracts to go and build some stuff, so try and get yourself a couple of those. Don't worry about Kuva, you're too new to the game. Don't worry about the Floof, although it looks cute, don't worry about it. It's a bit of a waste of credits. Don't spend it on that for now. And you can go ahead and get some weapons from here as well, so try and get some weapons out of there. Even if you don't really care for the weapon, rank it up, get your mastery out of it, and then ditch it. Do you know what I mean? Otherwise, these are like some of the better things that you can get as a newer player. There's also a Warframe in here called Vauban that you can also go and get. So he's quite cheap to go and get as well. 75 credits to go ahead and get him, and this one gives you 150. So near enough, if you can get this first rank in here, you could basically go and get yourself essentially a cheeky little Warframe near enough off of the bat. But keep in mind, again, you've got to go and find alloy plates, Neuro sensors, polymer bundles, rubidos, and then once you've got all of that, and you've got blueprints, any kind of blueprint that you get, I'm going to timestamp this part here. Any kind of blueprint, if you're looking to go and build things for the Foundry a bit further, go towards your market. And my advice to you is, hey, Clarke, how can I go ahead and rank up my mastery ranking? I want to keep progressing and just keep using different weapons. Where should I get them? First things first, go towards Warframes, weapons, stuff like that, so forth. So I'm just going to go and click primary weapons. What I want to go and do is essentially see where it's got like credits. Anything that has credits that you have available for you, click, right? And then click purchase if you have enough for it. Should I do this right now? Sorry, I'll do it, but I might need more credits, but I'm going to do it for you guys. All right, so I'm going to purchase it. Does that mean I've got the weapon? No, no, no. I haven't got the weapon yet. I've got the blueprint for... Wait, actually... There is no blueprint for the Braddon. Funny enough, yes, I've actually got the Braddon. Braddon doesn't have a blueprint. Ideally, though, some of them will have blueprints. So if I click on Bazza here, can I move my camera? I'm going to take my camera off screen. Can you see this thing here? It says build blue, or it says blueprint. You actually purchase the blueprint for the weapon, so it will cost you however many credits to buy the blueprint. And then once I've got the blueprint, all your blueprints go down to your Foundry right here. Okay. This is where you will craft things and build it and leave it ticking over time, okay? That's how you start to do it. Just give you guys a bit more of a heads up. I can always repeat this again a little bit later, but again, I can just timestamp that. I'm timestamping a lot of things right now. What else have I missed? What were we currently doing, guys? So we did that. The Very Paradox is available, but we're not going to do the Very Paradox. I'm going to do one thing here because, hey, if you're enjoying it right now, feel free to go and do this. If you look up here, I currently have nothing. Chat, you know I'm going to do it at some point. Go to the market, click redeem codes, type in NoSympathyy. Spelled like that. I'm going to leave it on screen for a minute. Type in NoSympathyy, click OK. Welcome on in. Also, if you are enjoying it, please go ahead and hit subscribe. Come join us more often. Go check out my Twitch channel. Obviously, you're here on the YouTube channel anyways, but feel free to go check out other things. But you now have my glyph within Warframe. You can share that around. You can equip it. You can put it as a decoration in your ship if you want to. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Profile. I'm going to go to Glyph. And then up here, I'm just going to sort by owned. And I'm going to click that. And there you go. I've got my own little glyph up there. And there you go. You're part of the Clarke army. Welcome on in, all right? Welcome on in. Yeah, so check your notes as well to go ahead and keep an idea of what it is that you're doing. Right now, I still need to go and do the Venus one. Let's go and see what kind of mod availability I have. Oh, awesome. Thank you. It's just telling me that I've got that, which is very cool. I can fast travel over in my ship as well if I wanted to. This is really annoying that I still can't... Wait, so I just need one level. If I could, I can't believe I ranked this up. I screwed myself over. I wouldn't even be able to do this anyways, because that's 4, 4, 6, and 2. And that's 4, 6, 4, and... well, that doesn't matter, so that's just 4. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Warframe, can you help me out? Okay, hang on. I might be able to. One sec. 2, 2, 1. No. Oh no, how has this happened? I don't have an aura mod, do I? Oh my god, how have I done this to myself? I literally just need one thing. Okay, well, I was going to go and do the junction right now, but that's okay. We can come back to the junction in a moment. Forgive me. If you can go do the junction, go for it. If at this point in the video, you need to skip ahead and then come back, that's fine. I'm going to move over towards Cetus right now and show you a little bit of Cetus, okay? Yeah, it's literally on one. That's a little bit unfortunate. I could go ahead and do some of these and maybe try for some XP. Spy missions would be like the better missions to go and get XP from right now, but it is what it is. Don't worry. Let's go ahead and look in towards Cetus. So, Cetus. What is Cetus? Where am I going? This is also a relay, but this is the relay to the first open world area that you're going to be able to go into. This is very, very different. No, don't worry. It's fine, dudes. This is going to be... I'm going to skip cinematics, but do go and watch your cinematics. It's pretty cool. This is very, very different than your typical Warframe experience. This is quite more kind of an open world, outdoorsy kind of area. If you press M on the map, you can see where we are right now. So you guys can just go ahead and follow where I'm going. Ideally, all I want to go and do is make my way over to one particular trader, which is the main guy all the way down here. Thankfully, he's waypointed, and I managed to glitch myself through that. It is Konzu, and he's not on lunch right now, which is fantastic. So, Oshron stand-in. This is going to be a syndicate stand-in. I haven't really introduced syndicates right now. Should have been one of the very first things I should have done, along with... How did I remember plant scanning and I didn't remember syndicate stand-in? We'll get to syndicates, forgive me. As long as I do it in episode 1, it's good. If I did syndicates in episode 2, I'd be fuming at myself, right? So anyways, this is basically just kind of like ranking things up and everything. So I'm going to need these kind of materials to rank up, whatever, you get the idea. So and then bounties in here, I'm going to need to go and do different things. So it wants me to speak to Konzu. Does he not have another option? I couldn't imagine that they would want you to do a bounty right now. Oh, they do. Okay, so they actually want you to queue up a bounty. Okay, so... Oh, God damn it, I can't read it. Anyways, so we're going to go and queue up a bounty. I'll show you the bounty rewards and stuff at the end. Anyways, welcome to Plains of Eidolon. Again, more so your first kind of open world experience when you go out here. What does that mean? So normally when you go and do missions within Warframe, you're going to have a very specific set kind of goal. You're going to go out there and you're going to attack something, you're going to kill something, you're going to loot something, and you're going to shoot something. Well, Plains of Eidolon is very, very different. Is there the Eidolon? I can hear it. It's to my left. I can show you what the Eidolon looks like. But anyways... Plains of Eidolon is going to be very different. You could do quite a few different things here. You can go fishing. Yeah. You can go mining. You can just run around. You can capture animals. There's quite a few different random things that you can go ahead and do and take your absolute time with it as well. So you can scan those little dudes over there. There's some things that you can go and capture. Those are like little animals. If I just go a little bit closer, you can see them here. Hi. So they would go and run away from you. Ideally, I'd want to go ahead and try and capture them, but I don't have anything on me to capture them. These are just fast travel waypoints that you can click on and fast travel around the map if you want to. These things over here are going to be your camps. So you'll see these. Here you can go ahead and activate bounties or contact Konzu, whatever you want to go and do. So instead of you having to go back in to go and activate a bounty, you can activate a new bounty whilst you're out here as well, all right? I can't absolutely blitz around this area, unfortunately, but I can show you some stuff. Iridite formations, you're going to need plenty of these. So they do spawn in quite set locations, which is great. Oh my god, Oscar Asata Kavats, I can't talk. I'm looking for a wisp. So there's fish there. Can you see like fish kind of rippling in the water? kind of like that. So sometimes when you see that, you'll you can go fishing there, but I don't have a fishing spear right now. So we could do more of like a Plains of Eidolon. That. See this thing here? You want to try and collect these. They're always... Where? There you go. So they're called Cetus wisps is what they're called. They only come out during nighttime and you can only find them in Plains of Eidolon. They are only by water-related sources on the map. You do want to try and get some of those. You don't have to get them right now, but you will want some down the line. These are going to help you build an amps, which is something that we'll get to again later down the line. Don't worry about these guys. These are called Vomvalis. I can't actually kill them right now, but I'll show you what it would look like. So when you kill it, it goes into like an ethereal state, and you can't kill the ethereal state. Again, we will get to that way later. Hence why I know I'm doing Plains of Eidolon now. This is why I didn't really want to do a lot of Plains of Eidolon, because there's quite a lot of Plains of Eidolon content that is basically locked behind mission progress further in the star chart. Okay, so if there's things in here that you're like, I don't know what's going on, don't worry, we can get to that a little bit later. See this thing here? See that kind of color? It's like a blue kind of vein. That's what the veins look like when you're looking to mine. So if I had a mining drill right now, I could go ahead and mine that. You're looking for blue and red. Those are the two mining ones. So at least I can give examples. This is a great way for me to try and just provide as many examples for you guys as much as I can. All right. So we're going towards a camp right now. I'll explain what an Eidolon lore is in a moment as well. But for now... Oh, the Kavats are helping me. Let's see that. You can get these Kavats as companions a bit later. But don't worry for now. Oh my god, that slash tick was insane. I don't think there was like any way that I could have stopped that. Did you see that slash tick? Jeez, look at these little assassins. I like it. That's kind of cool. Damn, new players having it tough out here with Kavats, huh? Right. There's also a turret there. Maybe it was the turret that also shot me. Okay, cool. So this thing here is called an Eidolon lore. This is for Eidolons. You'll see like this, if you come across it, it's like a, it's not too giant, but it's like, oh, there's an Xmas unit. I can tell you about Xmas units in a moment. But there's like a giant kind of Eidolon thing that roams around. You basically need these to kind of help capture and contain them to stop them from teleporting. So ideally what you would go and do is that you need to go and like break it by shooting it until it's broken, right? Then you hack it and now it's yours and it would like follow you around. Don't worry about that. You're too new to the game, but I figured I'd explain what it is. It's way, way later. Okay, so don't you dare need to worry your little cotton socks about it. So what I wanted to go and show you was an Xmas unit as well. Where was he? He was nice and... Oh, there's a... No, it's not. Never mind. Where's the Xmas unit? I saw him... What was it? Over here? Oh, there's an Xmas unit. He's a different one. So, Xmas units... Another timestamp right now. Welcome to Xmas units within Warframe as well. These guys are a little bit different. I'm going to give you an example of what actually happens here if I stand in this. Look at my energy, bottom right. Right, I get hit with a magnetic effect, which hurts my shields. And if you look at my energy now, it's basically gone. There's the other one. So he's a Blitz Xmas. He's dead, never mind. But there's different types of Xmas units. They've got this, like, extra bar of health over them, which means if I try and stun him, I can't stun him. So the idea... I didn't just kill him. God damn it. The idea is that you want to go ahead and shoot them until their overguard comes off them. And then when their overguard comes off them, then you can like crowd control them and so forth. Xmas units are specialized units in Warframe that are trying to make your life a living hell. That's what they're basically there to go and do. They're like a normal unit, but far better. They have better protection so you can't instantly crowd control them and dominate them. And from there onwards, they all do specific things. For example, if it says energy leech, it'll do like a blue cut. Whoop, it'll do like a blue zone on the ground. If you you stand in it, you get caught in that zone, you lose energy. Get the idea? There's a health leech one. There's like blitz kind of like waves that come across them. There's one with like giant snow globes, and there's a whole bunch of different Xmas units that you'll go ahead and face. My advice, take them out first. That's your priority. Get rid of them, okay? There's an Xmas unit that specifically has shields going around it like this, and it can actually give those shields over to other enemies, like regular enemies. It can be really annoying. Those shields won't go until you kill that Xmas, so get rid of him, okay? But I figured I'd go and talk about him. I'm glad that I got him right there. Anyways, let's return back to Cetus, because we're done with this right now. God, it's been so long since I've done plays of Eidolon content that I hope I'm doing a good job like explaining things here, because it's been a hot minute since I've even been here to do like pretty much anything. Mostly it'll just be bounties. So anyways, we did the bounty. I'm going to go back and kind of go backwards on the bounties here and show you like what I did and what we just did. So it was like a normal mission, as you can go and see there, but we had way more freedom to like move around. Also, I can now go do the junction because I've hit level 10 on the Paris, which is great. That was my fault for messing up. So let's run down here, and as you can see over here, go back to Konzu, personal favorite. There we go. Now I have that. But we saw the bounties there. So there's different bounties that you can go and do, and there's different. So if I right click it, there's like different rewards I can get from it. I can get. Oh, you can also get Clarke from bounties. So I only thought you could go and get it in one way. Like that. I had a run about Clarke. Don't worry, I was wrong. Anyways, there's a Warframe in here called Gara. Hornet Strike, absolutely great, and honestly fantastic. Try and get yourself this if you can. Stretch is awesome. Oh my god. So honestly, bounty is going to be quite worth doing. Pressure point's good, but I already have it right now. But if you need pressure point for melee, this is good, this is good, and this is good. These are 3 really good mods, and they're only on tier 1s, which are fantastic. On top of that, you can get yourself some credits, you can get yourself some Clarke. You'll need some of that later. A little bit of endo, even a chance for Gara as well. So what will happen is, if you do this and you don't get Gara once, don't worry, you just redo it again until you get Gara. That's basically what it's like farming for Gara. You basically just keep going until you get her. From there onwards though, look, I need Cetus Wisps. I just showed you guys how to go and get those. I need Corporate Alloy. That's just alloy. That's for mining, so we'll get into mining later. And I need Iridite. That was scattered around, and again, so forth. You can speed up collecting resources by double and more if you end up getting boosters within Warframe. You get those from the market. Maybe I need to go and cover that when I come out of here, so someone might be able to go and remind me. But yeah, you can go ahead and get that as well. And daily syndicate, daily standing cap. Try to remember this because I also need to talk about syndicates when I come out of here. So anyways, we're going to go and do the personal favor. So we're going to go and do the quest here. Can I skip? Well, we'll turn this down. Turn this down right now because we don't care too much for that. Which MR can you get your first saw? 4, I think, or 7? So I'm just taking this time to go ahead and fill up a drink. Talking a lot, so a little bit parched. Shout out to my sponsor, GamerSupps. I don't want to shout them out too much because otherwise this stream's going to turn into a paid sponsorship, and I haven't told YouTube that it is a paid sponsorship, so I don't want to turn it into like a big promotion thing. But anyways, check out my sponsor, GamerSupps. That's basically about it. They're not sponsoring this video though, by the way. They're not here sponsoring this live stream nor this video. I'm just drinking them casually. Search for Scion at outskirts of Cetus. Awesome. So we're going to go in here. As this loads, I hope you guys don't mind. I can't really cut this out, but I'm going to quickly... I'm just going to quickly go for a drink. You can fast forward ahead on the VOD if you need to, but I will literally just be here like 20 seconds. Anyways. Wrong outskirts? Oh, sorry, did I go wrong outskirts? My bad. Was it inside, was it? Radio then. Something that I didn't say about Earth and something that I didn't say about Plains of Eidolon, by the way, guys, is in the bottom right, you'll notice it has a day and a nighttime cycle. So if you come in here and it's during the day and you're like, oh, well, I don't see that. Imagine it's just like Earth, like in general. All right.
Got something. Heavy hitter like you needs a little snack, yeah?
Oh, I don't have to redo the same dialogue. I'm so sorry. That's my fault. Forgive me. I thought when it said outskirts, I thought it meant actually go into Plains of Eidolon. So that's on me. Anyways, we're going to have a little look for Saya. Hydration is important. Exactly. Yeah. I've been talking a lot. So we're about 2 hours into this right now. I'll still be here for like another hour or so. But I do really... I'm very curious. I'm curious, chat, as to, you know, how many people are actually enjoying this, how many people want to see more things like this. Again, if it's not too much to go ahead and ask, go ahead and like the live stream, go ahead and like the video, leave a comment of support, anything else like that. I really don't know how well this is going to do, but I'm just hoping that it can help, even if it's just one person, at least it's something. I'm going to be doing this for at least 4 weeks minimum. At least minimum. And then we'll see what happens. If it doesn't get that much attention, that's okay. You know, I'm not really upset about it. At least I can give people an idea how to get into the game. And then I'll just be like, okay, well, it didn't take off, so I'll focus on other things instead, because I can't sit here wasting too much time on something if people you know, are not really after it, which is okay. So that's why we I want to take time in between each episode, because I think that's a good thing.
By the I'll accept help if you bring Onko back to me, but miss a trick, and I'll take care of business myself.
Can't skip anything right now, so we're just chilling, okay? Thank you. I guess I just accept, because I can't even remember this quest. This is Gara's quest, by the way. I think I get the blueprint from Gara after this, right? Is this the one with the missing husbands? Spoilers. Yes, I'm going to assume the answer is yes. Alright, it puts us straight into daytime as well. I go left, don't I? Or at least I end up left. I remember there's a cave or something. Oh, Plains of Eidolon looks absolutely stunning.
No one cared more for Cetus, for our people.
Whilst they just talk, always try and be optimal with, that's the red ore vein, by the way, but always try and be optimal. Just have a little look for some resources if you want to, whilst they just have a little talk about things. I know there's iridite over here. I used to do iridite runs. Kill the Condrox and get the Condroc wings. We'll take those. I used to go and do iridite runs where I would load in, I would run around this entire area, find out where every single iridite node spawns, and then break them, collect all of them, leave, and then re-enter and do it again. And I would do that like 10 times a day, every day. Like back when Plains of Eidolon was released. Another vein there. If I had a drill, would do it. There's an Xmas unit down there, Blitz one. Ooh. Okay, these are these are ghouls right now, which is actually pretty cool. Wasn't really expecting to see these. Can I get organ mods off these guys? Just like naturally. I don't think so, right? What's that? Oh, right. I just get fragments from them. That's fine. Ghouls are special units only, or at least mostly found within Plains of Eidolon. They can also be found in, like, Disruption kind of mission. But, yeah, ghouls are, like, specialized units that you can basically go ahead and come across. Just be a little bit careful with them. They hit harder. They also have ways to, like, bypass your Also have ways to like bypass your shields. Always look for snipers up in outposts. They like to go and chill up in here. You know, I mostly just want to train the bow right now, so I'm constantly killing with the bow. So what I gotta go and do is just kill people. There is this as well that you can go ahead and basically just open up, and then normally there's some like loot in here. There's a chance to get like Iron stars from breaking things, but we'll talk about that when I finally get to them. Oh, that guy's like dead, but his body is keeled over. Try and like loot everything you can see as well. Like these grok trolls, just try and just loot that as well. Just take your time looting things.
I remember that cave. Onko and I used to shelter there. Rock slide sealed it off years ago. I hope.
Well, at least I remember this part of the mission.
Uncle? Uncle, he should be here.
Onku Quill.
Is that coffer?
So you basically just go ahead and collect the coffer thing and just basically dip out. I don't think there's anything else going to do. So I'm just going to keep looking for materials until... Oh, yeah, until the game updates. I'm just going to keep looking for materials. Because they're just going to hit you with a little bit of dialogue right now. Again, just trying to filter things for you guys, so we don't care about the dialogue. You can also go ahead and capture the contracts, but I'm going to take the contract wings as well. Any kind of resources I can get whilst I'm here, I might as well take. They're still just talking right now. I'm just looking for materials. Oh, Ghoul Purge. Well, it's not Ghoul Purge, sorry. There is an event called the Ghoul Purge, which is like bounties, but only with these kind of people. See these things here? This is Toxin. Oh, I was going to try and walk in it. Any of you guys do Toxin? No, you guys don't, do you? Toxin there. If you look at my health now, Toxin bypasses your shields. Oh my god, there's a mod. What mod is it? I tried to rolling guards, I'm not gonna lie. What mod? I can't. Fast hands, no! I could have just walked over and picked it up, but the suspense, I wanted to see if, I don't think you can... Did these guys drop organ mods? I don't think so, right? Fast hands is a reload mods, which isn't bad. I'm just going to kill these guys real quick. Oh my god, there's actually so many Ghoul members right now. We good? We're good. Let's get this right now. Yeah, well, thank you guys so much for tuning in on the live stream. I'm sorry that I'm not answering an awful lot of things on the live stream because I'm trying to mostly think about all of the people who are going to see this who are not live, because this video is going to remain up for a while, so it gives it like a good week of advertising. So again, if people are new to Warframe and they need some help, the video will be there, you know. I would love it to go ahead and get an awful lot of attention, but it's okay if it doesn't. It's okay. I just hope it helps people.
We'll have to force it open.
No, wait. Oh, Uncle.
Okay, these guys are just chilling and chatting right now about quest stuff. Again, I'm not really paying too much attention there. Toxin, yeah, sorry. As I was saying, Toxin as a status can basically bypass your shields. So if you're new to the game, be careful. There's like big green this because it can directly hurt your health, and it won't actually hurt your shields. So currently, I'm going to say currently because it's better that I use the word currently here, unless it changes again. Currently, it is the only thing to bypass shields to hit your health directly. Okay, so if you've got shields on your Warframe and you're like, oh, I'm protected, Toxin procs can bypass that, not Toxin damage. It's a little bit of a difference. Oh, I got a Codex scanner, thanks. I already have loads of those, but we're okay. Oh, let's go ahead and I gotta locate. Oh no, wait, let me finish my Plains of Eidolon before I go ahead and do the junction. because otherwise I'm all over the place. So we can keep this part of the VODs more Plains of Eidolon. So let's keep going. Right, so we're back in Plains of Eidolon now. Remember that Iridite? I remembered it from last time. Killing them, get my Kondruk wings. Another Iridite. Remember, we're going to need a lot of these, especially if I want to build new Warframes. Gyra's a great Warframe, for people who are currently wondering. She's got a lot of really good survivability. Taking these extra kills right now is probably not a bad thing. I'll take the energy orbs so I can move around a bit quicker. Oh, there's these little trees as well, Paprika trees. Get some stuff from that as well. Entering these camps are normally really good because, again, there's a lot of like supplies and materials here. Try and get the turret first if you can. Oh my god, see the difference between like the bow right now and the gun. These are little ammo caches. So if you're out of ammo, or his movement. If you're out of ammo, you go click on these, and it drops a whole bunch of ammo for you. If you weren't aware of that in Plains of Eidolon, you are now. So looting the camp's not a bad idea. It's just basically on the way that I need to go. So that's awesome. Let's just keep going. See this here? I'm gonna open that up. There you go. Just get a little bit of materials. Keep going. You can shoot people off this if you want to. Or you can just blow the ship up, but like I don't have enough damage to blow ships up just yet. I don't have enough damage to go and blow ships up just yet, so... But you'll get strong. You'll get very strong. And when a ship spawns in, you could literally just one-shot the ship and they all die.
Equip your Codex scanner and search the area for the glass shards we need.
So remember what I said about codexes? But there's... Clackers or whatever they're called. Yeah, I was hoping I could see that a bit better otherwise, but maybe not. You can go and scan these as well, but we're not going to worry about that right now. Imagine Codex scanning is just gaining information on whatever it is that you're gaining information on. What's that noise? That's what that noise is.
There should be more in this area.
Oh, okay, so I'm just listening for that noise. Be quiet a little bit. Doesn't help with all this. Can't tell if I heard one or if that's just the ship. Oh, God. You can hijack these things as well if you want to. And there's some Warframes that can just, like, take them straight out of the air. And that can always be a bit fun. Okay, I thought the glass would be, like, a bit louder, but I actually have to be, like, almost on top of the glass. No. It's gotta be here then, right? No. Oh my goodness. Where's the glass? I don't hear it. Oh, it's there. Damn. That's pretty cheeky, that spot. I'm not gonna lie to you.
And so it goes. I'm sorry.
I can get spines from them as well, which is why I kill them. Oh, so there's an Arctic Eximus that I was talking about earlier. You can go into their shields if you want to and just kind of push them. Push them down. There are some people that you'll see in this game called nullifiers, and I wouldn't really recommend pushing into a nullifier. Not all of the time. Not as a new player. But if you see the Arctic Eximuses, yeah, you can go and just take those guys out. Okay, there's nothing I can really do here with that ship. I just gotta kind of wait. That's disgusting, for the heck.
I can't extract you until you've dealt with those reinforcements.
What reinforcements? They're all dead, Lotus. Oh, no, they're not. Wait, is it... It can't be this just still shooting me, no? Is it actually? There's no way I've got to deal with that. Have I? Ain't no way. Oh, okay. Maybe. Hang on. You can't be serious. You actually cannot be serious right now. I'm gonna die from the left, but I'm just gonna keep holding. Wait, now he goes. Oh my goodness, game. Ah! Ah! I'm dead. No, 2000 Affinity is actually a lot of Affinity to lose at this stage, which is really annoying. I was gonna say, I was like, there's no way. I don't ever remember killing one of those. They're way too tanky for me right now. Okay, it is what it is. God damn it. God damn it. Is gas different from toxin? I forgot if gas status was just like a bigger AoE dot or not. Yeah, gas is different from toxin. Yes, yeah. Toxin is I think gas used to be very, very different back in the day, didn't it? But gas is now just gas, I believe. Why am I streaming this series on YouTube? Because it's less editing for me. So once I'm done, it'll be here and then I can advertise it. It saves me a lot of time. I'm a one-man army. Otherwise, I've got to edit. I've got to render, and then I've got to upload, which would be like 3-4 hours of cutting things out and then whatever. I don't have the best internet, so forgive me. This just saves me time, so hopefully if people want it, it's here. And the good thing is that this can stay here easy for like the next 1 to 2 years, unless they significantly change the game. Anybody who's interested in playing, you guys have got some content, you know, so you've got a play-along series. Ideally, I wish I had done the Junction before I did Plains of Eidolon, but it's okay. Again, like I said, people can skip back and forth in the VOD here. So if you're still a person watching this throughout the entire thing right now, massive thank you. Again, I do appreciate it. For any reminder, and I'm just going to have to keep saying it, please go and like the video, guys. If you've not liked it, share the video if you can. If you know anybody who wants to get into the game. I wasn't paying attention. What do you want me to do? What? Oh, okay. But yeah, I'm just trying to help people get into the game, and I think there's lots of different ways that you can go and do this. And yes, I could go ahead and do an entire written guide. I could just write all of this out and explain every single thing exactly the way that it needs to be explained. But I just felt like that wasn't authentic, and I felt like maybe this is authentic. You can see what it's like, someone just playing Warframe today. You can understand what's going on. The good thing is I can get things wrong and I can correct it live right here. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like this is more authentic. I feel like you can hopefully relate more to this than you can relate to someone just scripting the guide and saying off you go. Because I feel like even when someone scripts a guide, sometimes I'm still confused, you know? I mean, you can still be confused from this as well, but hopefully you can relate better. And that was the goal of this, was to try and help people relate better.
Tracked some off-world shipments to a galleon in orbit. Heck may be guarding any key shards he's found up there.
Okay, so we're just waiting for this. Okay, so board Vehex Galleon. So we're going to be doing that now. Okay, so we're going down there. Okay, so this is still good. We're still doing Sire's Vigil, which is nice. And if you look here, I should also be able to go and do the Phoenix Junction. We will do that in a minute. Because again, we'll keep with the Plains Violence. So that's 4 mods, which is done. The good thing is I can now just basically take this off as well. This isn't going to hurt having this on the build anyways. So I might as well just literally leave this. It's just, this is just going to be extra damage, and this is just a bit of fast reload speed, and I get more ammo. So it's not the end of the world. I could just leave it like that. Because again, at this point, Paris is going to carry me through the game. So we'll keep following this through, and we'll continue on with Sire's Vigil. I hope people appreciate this series. It's okay if they don't. I'm not really upset if it doesn't get too much of a traction. I'm going to give it 4 episodes within 4 weeks, and I really hope people enjoy it. And it's okay if it doesn't. Who knows, maybe they might stop by the Twitch channel and let us know. But you know what, I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually having fun right now. So I'm genuinely having fun. I wasn't expecting to have this much fun right now. It's good for me as well because it refreshes my memory, and it stops me from being like a stuck up endgame player who has everything going for him. I don't even know what's going on. Well done, Sire. I should be paying. I'm not paying attention to dialogue because again, that's not what I'm here to go and do right now. I'm here just to go ahead and again keep people playing. So plus, again, you might go and get some people who, you know, don't have friends or family or someone else to go and play with. So I'm trying to give them like an option if they would like to go and have a play along. I don't know how many Warframe play along videos there actually are out there. I know there's guides and I know there's playthroughs, but like an actual play along where like you could do the same stuff I'm doing at the same time. I'm just gonna melee him. When he's got the shield, he's a bit annoying to take on. So if you just kind of keep walking all the way around him and then just melee him, it might help take him down a bit quicker. And we'll have the Venus Junction done by today, which is nice. And I would like to try and get myself to the Mercury Junction as quick as possible. But hopefully this gives, again, hopefully it gives people an idea as to like how to play, move, loot, shoot, what I'm looking for, what I'm doing. If there's anything, by the way, anybody who's been watching for a little while now, if there's anything else that you guys would like me to kind of cover as I'm like playing, then give me a shout. There you go. That's like a great example of when to use the Radiant Blind and execute. That guy is a big unit and he's hard to take down. So what I can go and do is I can use my second ability. You're going to see this more in the next thing I'm going to do, which is the when I'm done with. Oh my god, Vahek, shut up. It doesn't matter how many hours I have in this game. Vahek and Vor, oh my god, be quiet, please. Stop screaming at me. Oh, so this is cool. Right, let's go and do a timestamp here. So this is going to be another timestamp. You'll see this inside spy missions, but right now this isn't actually considered a spy mission. But I just want to go and show you guys this because this is actually really cool. And I know there's going to be some people, even in this live chat right now, who don't know that you can do this. So this route is normally what you would go and do to kind of get towards something. And the idea is that you need to get inside here. Most people are going to start heading down. And then there's going to be like drones and things down here. And they're going to head all the way down here and here. And then you're going to hack this and then go up there and so forth. I'm just going to show you a different route that you guys can go ahead and take. As soon as you... So start again. We're back at the beginning. As soon as you come in, see this? Jump on it. Look up. Bullet jump. Double jump. You're on top of this. Walk around here. This pane is broken. If you just fall in, you've bypassed all of that. You don't have to go past the drones. You don't have to go past anything. You don't have to hack anything. You're in here. And now you could do the hack. So normally this would be like a spy hack or I don't know, maybe a sabotage or a rescue or whatever else it may be. For now, I'm currently doing a quest, so I have to go and scan this. So I'm doing a Sire's Vigil quest. But for anybody who wants to know, entering in through there is really, really good. It's just a much quicker shortcut. you'll be surprised how many shortcuts are actually built into Warframe. And if you actually just spend some time like running around and messing about, what is that texture? If you spend some time like running around and messing about, you can find some interesting routes and paths to go ahead and take. He's worth good affinity. If you ever see the Xmas units, if you're just going nice and quick like I am right now, I will always go in and kill the Xmas unit because, again, he's going to be worth quite a fair bit more affinity. Also, if there's a big group of enemies here like this, then I might as well kill him because, again, it's more affinity. I just want to keep ranking up my weapon. I'm almost halfway ranked up on my Paris at the current moment, so it's almost level 15, which is great. So, again, we're just looking for XP. So, remember that relay blessing that I got earlier? That's coming in clutch right now. That's generally doing a great job for us. So normally whenever you're extracting as well, you can go ahead and loot some things. You don't have to spend too much time just looting canisters and so forth. If you want to just leave, just leave. You get the idea. Right. Something that I haven't actually taught you guys, and I shouldn't have taught it this late in, so forgive me. So it's good that I go ahead and at least teach it now. There's something called syndicate mods, and I don't know. Oh, okay, never mind. I'll repeat all this again when this part's done. Okay. Am I done? Oh, I can't teach syndicate. Oh, that's okay. I've got to be Mars rank. Oh, okay. Thank God. Thank God. At least I wasn't too late on that. I thought I was late on the syndicates, and if I was late on the syndicates, I'd have been so annoyed at myself. Oh, wait, at least I remembered the plants. I remembered the plants, okay? Syndicates are generally quite important, okay? So, what do you want me to go and do right now? We'll do that in a bit. Come on, quest. So again, always follow your quests, whatever your quest can go and do. So we got the size Vigil. This is what we want to try and do right now. Oh, okay. So now it's going to take me into Plains of Eidolon nighttime, I think. So this is guaranteed nighttime right now. So far in episode 1, we're covering quite a few basics of the game, so I still hope you guys are enjoying yourself. But again, just if you guys are still looking to continue that from now onwards, these are, as you can see, some of the more important things going to do. Hopefully by this point, if anybody's watching and you're still doing the play along and you're new to Warframe, hopefully at this point, I think you guys are starting to understand kind of like the concept and the controls and so forth, right? So as long as you got the controls down, that's not too bad. That's a good start. That's definitely a great start, to be honest. Just get those controls nailed down. Let's take all of this real quick. Yeah, be careful when you stand on this because it will do like magnetic procs. So that water can be a bit deadly. You can't swim in this game. There's an argument to be made for the Duviri paradox there. Oh, is this actually the Eidolon? Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, so this is actually the Eidolon itself. This is actually still in Warframe today, quite an endgame activity, in case you're like wondering more about it. If I can just kill these guys. So yeah, they look kind of biggish, but by lore definition, these things are massive. Like, can you see the arm there? Can you see that? See like those kind of, I don't know how you want to go and call them, like stripes or whatever you want to go and call them. Anyways, if you look at those, I will show you more of that and what it actually looks like, the size of it. Oh, come on. Whenever he does this, jump. Very cool. I'll try and see if I can find you. I know where these ones are. Just whilst we're on the topic. This might have been a bad idea, though, because I need to get all the way... Oh, wait, hang on. Where's the pad to travel? Oh, I'm actually kind of glad they've added these travel pads in the game. This was a bit newer. I mean, I don't know why I'm going towards this, but anyways, can you see this thing here? Like this? looks like a rock. It's not really. It's actually like part of the Eidolon. Like that's how big it is, to give you an idea. Can you see that? It's like the bottom part of the Eidolon. And if you look over here, I'm just gonna go and show you guys because I still think it's pretty cool to go ahead and talk about, to give you an idea of like what the Eidolons are and what they actually, the size of them. They're absolutely massive. But can you see this here? Look, you're about to go and see it. That, recognize that? Remember what I was saying to look at? If I move to the sides, there you go. That's just his arm. So if you really think about it, I looked about here, right? So the Eidolon was about, I don't know, so yay high, right? That was its heads. An actual Eidolon would be something like that. Would be something like that. They're absolutely humongous. I'm gonna run to that and then just TP. So yeah, very, very, very cool. Very, very cool. What's a proc? Like elemental proc? So there's more parts of the Eidolon there. So yeah, an actual Eidolon thematically by lore is massive. Okay. Just thought I'd go and show you guys because it looks like rocks and foundation. But no, Eidolons are... Oh, Nistlebush. Eidolons are massive, guys. Absolutely humongous. Oh, so I said magnetic procs. Oh, so you want to learn a bit more about procs in Warframe? I was going to get to this when I get around to modification because I'm going to have to explain status chance at some point. But I can briefly go over it. Welcome to episode 1. And hopefully if people are kind of here still for all of this. And there's 2 types of things you need to pay attention to Warframe. And I'm going to give you an analogy that will work so much better for you to understand it. But we got something called status damage and something called status chance. And they do kind of different things. My analogy towards it is understanding the difference between damage and critical chance. Hear me out. Let me cook. What's going to basically happen is you can end up getting magnetic damage done to you. Magnetic damage does bonus towards health. And the way that I can go ahead and show you what this looks like so that you guys can go and see this, because we're live right now and we're on here. If I type in damage, so I'm using Warframe Wikipedia. You can just type this into Google, any of you guys, and you want to learn more about it. Just type it in and then look for Warframe Wikipedia. This is the website. Absolutely fantastic. You can search near enough anything on here. And believe me, you should. Amazing. So you've got like elemental damage and so forth. So magnetic is a combination of cold and electric. We'll get to that another time. Just hear me out. But magnetic will actually go ahead and do bonus damage to... There. It does bonus damage to proto shields. That's just damage. Okay, I think I'm being attacked. That was rude. That was very rude. There's the Eidolon over there. So it'll basically do bonus damage to shields. Okay, but what does magnetic proc do? Okay, so magnetic proc is a little bit different. So realize that magnetic damage would hurt my shields more as a bonus. Magnetic proc, look at my energy in the bottom right. Now when I come out, see how my screen's gone all distorted? Now look at my energy now. It's gone. Magnetic proc is very different. It will essentially go ahead and drain your energy and so forth. So stepping in this, you're going to lose energy. Don't step in these lakes. During nighttime, they're way more scary. I think during daytime, you're okay. I could be wrong. Forgive me. It's been a hot minute. But yes, so if you ever hear me say elemental proc, but we will get to that in a modification episode, okay? So that could be episode 2, it could be episode 3. We'll see what happens. This water's fine because I'm kind of underwater or under caves, so it's a little bit different. Why am I here? What am I paying attention to? I don't know. Let's just keep going. Was there something for me to scan? Why did it direct me here, chat? Sorry, I'm too busy talking. Sorry, people who are new, who need help. Am I even supposed to go in there? Oh my god, what was the goal? Chat, please tell me someone can quickly just like click back and find out what the hell I was doing. I mean, I'm not taking on the Eidolon because I do no damage. means going... The goal was to go ahead and search the cave. What am I searching? Was it a glass fragment? It's got to be a glass fragment, right? It's a glass fragment. Oh no, it's a 1,000-year-old fish. I'll explain those another time. Search the cave was the goal. Why is it not updating? Did it say what I had to search in the cave? I'm just going to scan that to stop it from beeping. Ah. What? Is that bugged? Oh my god, that's bugged. Uh-oh. I don't think I did anything to bug that, so I don't think I could do anything to unbug it unless... Warframe hitboxes, by the way. I'm just going to try something here. I'm going to try it and look for a hitbox. If this scanner moves just even an inch, if you see it just instantly zoom in, then I've got a hitbox, but I'm just going to try. I'm going to try up here as well. No. No. Okay, sometimes you just get bugs in Warframe, it is what it is. Do I smash the rocks? No, I don't think so. It's supposed to sit above the rocks, isn't it? Oh. Yeah, no, that just don't look right. That's supposed to sit above the rocks, guys. There's nothing else here to go ahead and scan. It's just that. Should be a prompt. Yeah, no, I go back to see this because otherwise I'm going to waste time for newer players as well. It's okay. Sometimes bugs happen. Don't panic about it. Don't worry. It's not the end of the world. My account's fine. My account's not going anywhere. We're all right. Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm not sorry. Oh, no, I'm definitely not sorry because you guys actually hurt. Yeah, so we're gonna have to repeat this quest a little bit quicker. Guys, if you're part of the VOD right now and you guys are watching this after the live stream, do yourself a favor, just skip a little bit ahead, just a little bit, because I'm gonna work on just getting out and then getting back in for you guys, okay? So I'm gonna try and catch up to that point. All we should go ahead and do is scan the fragment. Hopefully it's not bugged. If it is bugged again when I go back in, oh my god, it doesn't work like that. Wait, what am I about to lose? Nothing, just 10 minutes of progress. Wait, even that? Wait, that's wild. What bugged? I'm going to leave and I'm just going to join back in again, okay? There should be a prompt going to remove the rock or move the rock. Oh, is there actually supposed to be a prompt? Okay, right. Well, let's just do this nice and quick and get back in, yeah? Oh, we're almost at 50 likes already. I'm just gonna throw out there. If you guys like what you see and you, if you know it's helping you guys or you know it'll help anyone else, please go and like the live stream. Because it would be great to try and spread this further, you know, and try and help more and more people. I just got to see Cetus Wisp. Right, I'm just gonna kind of focus on this so we don't waste any more time. Kill this guy, kill that guy, kill this guy, kill that guy, kill this guy. Oh god, I'm so spoiled for projectile speed on my You're not supposed to be out during nighttime. No, Eidolon, don't kill him. I want the XP. Ah, don't kill me, bro. Oh. If there is any new players watching, I did actually have a video on Eidolons. It's a very, very old video though. But if you want a rough idea what they do, then you can go check it out. Right, let's go in here. And you said it's a prompt to move the rock, was it? Okay, so maybe it's not a bug. Forgive me. Oh, okay, I just didn't get that prompt, did I? Okay, the main thing is we got it now. We've scanned it. Awesome, we should be up to date now, okay?
There's another way out of that cave, away from the terrorists.
Oh. I should honestly follow this because I don't want to bug this game out anymore. We still got the 1,000-year-old fish scans, so we're fine on that. I'm fine to fight these for a quick second. Again, we just take the... oh my god, no. The combination of those both is going to be a bit tough, so I'm just going to leave. Cut me some slack. I'm a new player. That's very true. Yes, I'm a new player right now. Sawtooth Clip, Cetus Wisp, which is good, and then Aerodite. So MK1 Paris is still shooting up. As you can see, how low these other ones are right now. They're very, very low. Because like I said, the affinity is split between using the weapon and the other part of the thing goes into thingy thing. Okay, so I can open this now.
You should know. You were the best friend he ever had. I'm ready. Open the box.
There we go. And then that's open, and then that's done, and then we grab this. I don't know if I just click.
Kept my flower.
Oh, Uncle. You always told me I should try following my heart.
It's a little love story right now. It's beautiful. You love to see it.
It's time to be.
I guess I don't click on anything. That just seems done. Boom. Right. Sire's Vigil is also done as well. So this is awesome. It gives me the gives me the Gara blueprint. Overall, guys, Gara is a very, very good frame. Very glass heavy. That's the whole concept about her. Hence why you were scanning the glass. She's very good with defensive capabilities. She's a little bit of a supportive frame, but she's got offensive capabilities. Really good frame to go ahead and utilize. And honestly, one of the better Warframe survivalist late game kind of Warframes optional or available that you can go ahead and take today. Again, this might change in the next few years. We'll see what happens. She can also go ahead and protect objectives, which is also very cool. So not just other Warframes or herself, she can also go and protect objectives. So you can imagine her for like defenses and stuff like that. Just a very cool Warframe to go and get. So it's good that we got that one done.
Using Saya's idea,
I don't care. I don't care. Right. Awesome. We're now at the stage of doing the Venus Junction. I am so sorry that took me a little bit longer. So timestamp from here as well. Okay. So what we did go and do there, if you guys did go and skip ahead in the video, we did the Plains of Eidolon and we did... We did the Plains of Eidolon quest. We did Sire's Vigil, which is great. So we now technically have accessibility to... Gara, the Warframe. However, what we're going to go and do now is the Venus Junction. Now, I'm going to go and move my camera so you guys can go see some of the rewards that we get here, because this is fantastic. We get 5,000 credits. The Furious, not too bad, but the Northwind, Stormbringer, and TAXON is very, very good. I also get my first stance mod as well for melees, which is Clash and Forest, which is okay as a stance mod. Overall, this is looking fantastic. These are really good rewards to go ahead and get. So, what are junctions and why do we go and do junctions? So junctions are going to basically go and give you some direction. So remember what I said on this part here. Complete every available node, unlock every planet and star chart. This is going to be your junction sites. So if you don't know what to go and do, hover over a junction and it will give you some idea on what to go ahead and do and how to go ahead and do it. All right. So we're going to now finally be able to unlock this. But in order to do that, we got to go ahead and take on what's inside. What is inside? Let's go ahead and find out. I genuinely don't know. Is it Rhino? So, it's Vault. Okay. So I'm going to show you why people also go ahead and pick Excalibur. This is one of the main reasons why you can go and pick Excaliburs. Watch how easy this is going to be. Okay. So we're confronting Vault. He's got Magnus over there as well. Going to get towards him. Going to press 2. I can't execute? Okay, I don't know why I can't execute. He's put his shield up, so that's pretty cool. Can you not execute? Normally press 2 and then press your action button to execute. Anyways, if he puts his shield down, I'll just kill him with this. But anyways, if he puts his shield down, right, do be just a little bit careful with him putting his shield down right there. Unless they've changed Excalibur for Junctions, Excalibur used to be able to, unless I messed something up there, if you press your second ability for radial blinds and then boom, it's not so much that it's a boss, so you can't. You used to be able to do this. If this is different now, I apologize. At that point, I should have just picked Volt. Because Volt's shield is still very good here, but otherwise we're still fine. Don't you worry, Excalibur's still got a lot of usage. Go ahead and take these guys on, so we're still going to be completely fine. Radial blind is still very, very good as a duelist advantage and as crowd control. So anyways, we beat him, right? We beat him. So what happens now? Is that 30 FPS? What's going on? Okay, what's going to happen now is that we now get access towards Venus. So just like that, we've unlocked a new planet. So this episode has covered a lot of different things right now, but look at all those new goodies that we can also go and get. But we've now discovered how to unlock planets. This should give you an idea as to how to get around in the star chart, and I'm glad that episode 1 covers that, because I need episode 1 to definitely cover the first planet. It shouldn't have took me this long, but we had a lot of stuff to talk about and a lot of stuff to do. So from here onwards, what would I go ahead and do? Where would I go? Well, the idea is I would hover over this and pay attention. I need to go and defeat the Jackal at Fossa on Venus. So stop. Where's Fossa? Okay, well, I see Fossa here, right? So I need to go and get towards this. So I could go here, 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 and here, or I could go here, 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 and here. Get the idea? Sorry, 1 second. Do yourself a favor, yeah? Go back here. You see this thing, right? Click it. Tick this. Take it off. And you ain't ever got to listen to those radio transmissions again. You are welcome. Subscribe to the channel. Like the video. Oh, it's so annoying to listen to it. Anyway, so Earth is half completed right now, but that's fine. We're going to move off Earth. We unlocked Venus, so we need to get towards there. So we want to go towards Jackal. Complete 10 waves of defense at Tessera. So we also need to go and find out where is Tessera. It's here. So that's technically, I could go here, 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 and here. So that looks really good. From there onwards, rescue a hostage at Linear, which is over there. So unfortunately, I'd have to go here, here, there, then come back there, there, and then like that. Get the idea. And Xmas elite units are a rare chance to spawn during missions. We've already killed those in Plains of Eidolon. As for some of the rewards that we can go and get there, fantastic. Credits, we get 2 different quests. We get the Boltor, it's a pretty decent gun. Fast deflection is not really that great. Streamline is fantastic, and a little bit of salvage. So the rewards here are not as good as the first set of rewards, but they are what they are. Now, one thing I do want to go and check is, because we've just done a junction, I want to look for TAXON. Ain't no way. Get this thing building now. Okay, make sure you got ferrite, make sure you got rubido, make sure you got polymer bundles and neurodes. Click, click. Get that building. Okay, TAXON is fantastic to go and take. This will be one of your very first companions that you will get in the game, and oh my goodness, it will look after you with molecular conversion. This thing's great to go ahead and give you restoration towards your shields for survivability. Get this thing crafted. Our first thing is crafting as well. We're doing great, boys. Everyone. Good stuff. Good stuff. So, do remember, if you don't know where to get any of those materials, as I said earlier, I will say it again here. Zoom out. Click on the planet. Scroll down here. You can see where to get materials from planets. If it's not in here that you're looking for, do it here. Is it polymer bundles you're after? Awesome. Maybe it's not polymer bundles. Look over here. Maybe it was like Morphix. Okay, great. Then it's more. You get the idea? Go ahead and do that. Anyways, let's go ahead and start moving around the star chart now, because we're making progress, which is fantastic. We're making progress. Awesome. So let's go. We're just going to shoot and move. Shoot and move. Right. So this is Exterminate. Exterminate's great. I just want to go and kill enemies. Exterminate is normally the missions that if you're looking to like roam around and do things on, you can go and do an Exterminate. By the way, I'll show off Excalibur's 4th ability. If you didn't pick Excalibur, this is what it looks like. So it's kind of nice slashing blade that you can go into, and you can also do like a half radial blind with it as well. But as you can see, I'm already out of energy, so I can't do any more with it. These are great. You want those because you want some circuits. But otherwise, on Exterminate, make sure the alarm goes off because enemies will come looking for you, and that's what we want them to do. We want the enemies to be alerted. This ship's going to bring people in, so we're just going to chill out. I'm going to see if I can try and kill some enemies without getting too hurt. Okay, fantastic. Why are you... I don't really know what to say there. I'll be dead honest with you. I don't know why he's just hovering in the air. Sometimes Exterminate missions will take you back. Waypoints can be a bit tough during these. So sometimes you miss like one enemy and it will take you to the closest enemy. So sometimes you go back on yourself. If you already know which route to go, because trust me, when you play Warframe, you'll just get a feel of the tile sets and you'll kind of figure out like where you should go and where you shouldn't go.
There's a heavy unit approaching. Looks like heavy activity ahead.
That's that done. Then you'll kind of get the idea. Oh wait, hang on. I just realized I can scan some plants here. So, what's that mod? Ammo drum? No, doesn't matter. I'm going to show you what's going to do with this. Oh no, I can't scan plants here because it's not technically the edge. Inside the Venus tile sets, like the snowy tile sets, if you find like a ledge, you might be able to go and find a frost leaf plant. And frost leaf plants, you're going to need quite a few of those as well. But they're actually quite easy to get. It's just whether or not you can find a ledge. These are called friendship doors, by the way. If you're in a public mission with more than one player, it basically requires players to like catch up. So it's kind of to stop people from like just overly advancing. Consider it like a checkpoint door, if you will. So if you're like really quick, but your teammate isn't, then you've still got to wait on your teammate. I'll be honest, I don't really like them, but they should definitely be removed in like single player missions because they just feel completely pointless. But hey, to each their own opinion. If you like them, then that's fine. I feel like if I'm moving quick, I should be rewarded for moving quick. But I get it. If it's like on a boss or something, I understand that I'd have to wait for a teammate. But in a general mission like this, that's just exterminate. I just want to go, you know. This is what can promote some players to play solo because they don't want to have to rely or wait on anyone else. Go into the shields. I thought the alarm was already off.
Broken their ranks and they are on the run. Another successful mission. Find extraction.
Oh, I can't. Oh, the door lock doesn't matter. Right, we're gonna call the elevator. And we're going to take the elevator down. So this is really good. So all I'm focusing on right now, if you guys are generally curious, like what's the goal for us right now on this account? The goal now is to try and push towards... God damn it. The only way I can open these doors is by disabling the alarm. So these hacks are a little bit different here. The idea is that you basically just need all of these links to link up. If you do right click or left click or whatever it is for your mouse, then you just need to pair it like that, okay? Take your time with those. These are the Corpus hacks. The Grineer hacks are different. The Grineer hacks... oh my god. LN2 barrels, please. The Grineer hacks require you to hit the button at the right time. There's a lot of different kind of hacks that you can get in the game. Yeah. A lot of different hacks that you'll go ahead and meet over your time. I can't remember what I was going to say earlier anyways, but yeah. Rightio then. Okay, so let's keep going. Oh, so that's what I was going to go and say. What we're doing right now is we're just going to go ahead and focus on this. This is all I'm focusing on right now. So it wants me to do 10 waves of defense here. Okay, keep that in mind. Because I now know that I need to go ahead and do that, what I'm actually going to go and do is I'm actually going to focus on just ranking this up a little bit more. The electric mod is honestly not a bad idea right now. So I'm going to go and chuck that in there. Honestly, ranking that up just in general is just not going to... It's not going to hurt me in any way, shape, or form. So I'm going to go ahead and rank up the Stormbringer. Can't do too much on it, but I'll take the 45% electric. Extra multiplicative damage is always going to be good, but don't worry, I'll explain this a little bit more later. But yes, I'm going to rank up the Stormbringer, and I've also got this for damage as well, so this is looking really good. The Fast Hands is also fine as well. And then because I'm going to go against other factions, this is... Consider these mods like multiplicative damage that kind of scale off of the damage that you're doing anyways. Faction mods are a little bit harder to explain. They're not always a necessity in the game, but I'm going to go ahead and run them anyways because it's just an extra bit of damage for every shot that I do. But right now, electric's going to be really good. There's not really much going on later here, so I'm just going to go and whack this on. And there's not really much going on this either. I'm going to go and put the pressure point on. Until I can go and get the stance mods, and then I can throw the stance mod up here, and then we can go and rank up the scanner a bit more. The Exalted Blade is also getting there. I'm going to go and put the pressure point in here. I'm going to go and put this in here. I'm going to go and put viral combination in there. I'll explain this again at some point. Don't you worry. But whatever element mods that you've got, go ahead and chuck them in, and a little bit of attack speeds. Okay, so that will do for that one. There's not much else I need to go and throw in there, so this is looking pretty clean. Okay. And then that's just chilling as well. I do have particular formalities on how I like to mod things, but we'll get to that later. Right, better thing for me to go and do is to throw Vitality in here because survival is always better. Flow is going to be better for just energy max right now. The other stuff isn't going to help me too much, but if there's anything I'm going to take this. And I'm going to take this. I don't really care about the strength, so don't worry about that. But again, I'll explain this kind of stuff as we keep progressing. For now, just whack in whatever mods you want to, and I will do a full breakdown on this as we continue to get around to it. But it's going to take quite a hot minute for me to go and do that. And right now, I'd like to end this episode by essentially getting us over to Mercury. And then next episode, if you guys would like me to explain modding, I could do so. But believe me, it goes. Modding goes. I can give you the basic rundown of mods. What to take, why to take it. Okay, and what you're looking for. The advanced mode of modding, boys, that's going to take a hot minute. This tile set's pretty good, so we'll take this tile set. There's a few different tile sets we could have got here. I'll take this one. I just don't want the interception tile set, because that one's really bad to play on for defense. So I got that little bit of extra electric in there. What's going to be cool is that I have a status chance for this electric to go and proc. And if it does, it can crowd control an enemy. We'll see if I can get it to proc. It can crowd control an enemy. And then it can also chain off to another enemy. It's just whether or not I can get the status chance of it proccing. No, I'm not getting it proc at the minute. My status chance on this bow is going to be generally quite low. So, that's okay. We get there. For now, don't worry about that. If I'm saying things that I'm not quite explaining right now, I promise you we will get to those things. And again, you know, if there's anybody watching this video who's kind of like newer towards it, you can always go ahead and reach out in the comment section and say, you know, for next video, can you explain this? Because I'd like to go and know a bit more about that. Yeah, sure. No worries, man. No worries. I can explain that. I'm trying to see if I can get the electric procs to go off so I can show you what it looks like. But what is the status chance of the MK1 Paris? Does anyone know? Is it like 1 to 2%? Am I wasting my time? It might be like 1 to 2%. Critical chance of the MK1 Paris is... Oh, there it is. Oh, I can't believe I finally hit it. But there's no one else around it. Unbelievable. All right, we're looking good so far. So I remember I have to get to wave 10 on this. That was the objective, because that's what I looked at on the junction. So do always remember, whenever you are doing those junctions, keep an eye on what they're asking you to do, because then this way it doesn't feel like you're wasting kind of time to progress throughout Warframe. Ideally, you want to get further and further into the star chart, right? Oh, there it is. You see that? He got, see how he got like stun locked and he was like jolting like, That's the status chance of electric, okay? So status damage is just electric damage, right? But the status chance, well, that was different. See if I can get it here. No. Okay. God, I have no projectile speed on this thing, so I'm missing that point blank. You can get mods to go ahead and amplify your projectile speeds. So, don't worry too much. You can make your bows shoot a little bit quicker. Oh, I did actually get an electric proc there, but he died to it. If you see like the little electric symbol that kind of happens at the end there. Let's not talk about those shots. My God. I actually got the electric again. Please give me like an electric proc when there's two people next to each other so I can show you guys just a bit more. But electric can be good for a little bit of crowd control. That's kind of the reason why I whacked it on anyways. Plus, electric is also good against, I think it's shields and maybe machinery. I think electric gives you... it's increased damage to shields, no? I can go double check. I'm pretty certain it is. And then it's also bonus damage to machinery. So these, like, not the humans. You can see that there's humans there. Oh, it's 50. Oh, it's a 15% status chance. Wait, I'm actually surprised I'm not hitting it more often. I thought it was like a 1 or 2 because it feels like it's taken forever. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah, there you go. You can see that? I finally got it. Oh, you got it on video. Caught in 4K HD right there. So again, we gotta go to wave 10 here. So all we're gonna go and do is just keep killing, keep moving, keep shooting, keep going. I had plenty of energy around me, so I just figured, why not? Let's go and use the ability. So again, if you ever get overwhelmed and you're on Excalibur, press your second button. If you get overwhelmed and you're on Mag, well, you basically press 1, 2, or 4. Oh, sorry. Technically, you do 1, 2, 3, or 4, because technically all of them work. More so, maybe 1, 3, and 4 would work a bit better. And if you get overwhelmed on Volt, just press your 3 button, okay? So it's up to you which starter Warframe you want to go and pick. But they all have ways to kind of help them with like crowd control. I'm about to go to wave 10. I got a trick mag there. Nothing overly great, but we'll take it.
Continue to defend.
Solo only run. I'm trying to play solo as much as I can because I feel like it's fair to those people who, you know, maybe are checking out Warframe for the first time and maybe they're looking for someone to kind of play with or whatever. This is like a play along series, so if I just play this inside a group right now, then people in the group might end up doing objectives or so forth that I won't be able to kind of like show because I'm not going to tell people how to play. Do you know what I mean? There might be some case and examples maybe a bit later in the episodes. It depends how well these episodes do. I've got no idea. They could do really bad, and if they do, then we might not get to show it, but if they do well, then that's awesome. Maybe I can show you what it would look like inside a team of Warframes and maybe get like some mods or friends or something to go ahead and create some new accounts just to go ahead and join me. And show you what that looks like. Or I can always go ahead and switch over to my main account if I need to and show you what kind of end game Warframe can do. I feel like the last episodes, I should probably end it on my ends game, well, my main account basically, because I can show you like how much further you can get into the game. Again, I've got 6,000 hours on it. I feel like it could be a good little kind of teaser as to what people can work towards and what to go ahead and do and how much more the game opens up, because nothing against this gameplay. It's fun. I mean, I'm enjoying myself. But it's obviously really slow, right? In comparison to what I could go ahead and do and what I could go ahead and show. The game gets so much quicker. Do I have screen shake on? Have I only just noticed that I've got screen shake on? Oh no, maybe I don't have, I can't seem to see where it is. I thought I had screen shake on for a second then. Oh, never mind, maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. Yeah, if you know where it is, someone just tell me the location so I can go turn it off. I didn't actually realize I had screen shake on. Those innate slash procs came in handy there. Again, we'll talk about all of these elements and everything to try and help people. I mean, right now, I feel like this is a good... I feel like this is a good showcase to try and show people, you know, how to get into Warframe and what they're doing. So this isn't anything overwhelming, which is great, because I don't want episode 1 to be like, by the way, here's what you do with modifications and so forth. I just feel like that's not the right thing to address in episode 1. Right now, I just want people to play the game. Do you know what I mean? And I think it's going well so far. Oh my god, that's horrendous. Oh my god, that's horrendous. So it's an options video. Am I blind? There's a search bar. What? Where even was it? Am I blind? I might actually be blind. I apologize. Is this not video? This is video. Okay, I genuinely cannot see it. Anyways, we'll turn that off because that's going to look a lot better for us now. Yeah, definitely take your screen shake off. I'm sorry that it took this long for me to even realize that I had it on. I wondered why, like... I think it was when I saw the Eidolon. I was thinking, oh, I don't remember it being, like, this powerful in terms of its stomping. And I think that was the case. Whoops, my bad. Anyways, right, what are we focusing on right now? So, yeah, we're trying to go and get to wave 10. So, we're just chilling. As you can see, everything's nice and easy right now. So, we're just kind of kicking back. I hear a ship coming in. The trustworthy MK1 Paris right now coming in clutch. The ship is absolutely pounding the objective. Very cool. Awesome. What is that? Oh, it's reach. Oh, that's a great mod to go and get. So reach is just going to be for melee. It means that your melee can obviously reach a bit further away from the target. So that's very, very good. I'm glad that I got that, because the odds are I probably will never get prime reach on this account. So reach is essentially best in slot that I can go and get. There is no better best in slot. Yeah, again, we had the conversation about Duviri, so forgive me, I don't want to repeat myself too much, but in case anybody's tuning in a little bit later towards this, or someone skipped ahead in the VODs, it's okay that I repeat a couple of things. But why did I not start this account in Duviri? So Duviri is pretty much flavor right now, and everybody's going to go ahead and enjoy Duviri, and they probably might even start with Duviri. Me personally, I don't think a new player should start with Duviri. Because even when they come out of Duviri, they've still got to do this. Like, you guys understand that, right? I want everybody to understand my decision for why I did not choose Duviri as episode 1. I will do Duviri, but Duviri is not going to be episode 1. Because this right now is more core to Warframe than what Duviri will ever be. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll bite my words. Who knows? Let's see what happens a few years down the line, right? Good work on some, like, Nora Knight. Kill enemy with finishers kind of things right now. How am I missing? God damn it. Is that wave 10 done? Okay, that's wave 10 done. Right, so we're done there. It said that I need to go and do at least 10 waves here. And I got a relic. Awesome. So at least we're done with that. If it tells me I need to do 15 and I misread that, I'll be a little bit upset. So yeah, we're on the normal path right now. And like I said, I feel like a lot of people are going to come out of Duviri, and they're gonna go ahead and join this part of Warframe, and they're gonna be like, what is happening? Do you know what I mean? So as much as I can go and do Duviri, I will do Duviri in its own episodes. Okay, so that means you could go ahead and do Duviri. So let's say like episode 4 is Duviri, right? That's fine. Then if you want to go backwards back to episode 1 and go through all of that other stuff, that's fine, because you can just skip through the timestamps. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like that's actually a good way to handle that. Right, so we did the 10 waves, we did the 5 Eximus, we got to go and defeat Jackal, and we also need to go ahead and do the rescue a hostage. So we're just going to go and rescue the hostage really quick here, and then we've got a capture to go in and do, and then we got whatever Aphrodite is. So on rescues and on captures, I just want to go ahead and kind of show you guys this as well. I legitimately don't do anything else except from rescuing or capturing. I know that sounds maybe a little bit silly when I say it like that, but it's honestly true. So what I mean by this is, you'll see me just kind of blitz for everything, because I don't care about this. These missions won't really promote many other things. The main rewards I get from this mission are going to be when the mission's complete and I've done the mission. So my advice, get to the ends, just get the guy in rescue and just leave.
Keep moving. None of the scanners have detected.
If you roll through those lasers, by the way, they won't knock you over. If you don't roll for the lasers, they will knock you over. So I'm going to show you kind of like, remember this tile set? Try and look. You see where the door is there? Normally you would go and do that. Just drop down a little vent. Fall under. Come back up. And you're on the inside. There's, again, some other different routes if you want to. These are Corpus ones. Put that in the middle. Put that one over there. Lovely, but it's not there. So it's going to be in this one. So put that in between them. Whoops. And then rotate that across. There he is. Do not give them a gun. You don't need to go and give them a gun. They've been captured once. Don't give them your goddamn weapon. Just leave and try and get to the extract. Whoops. Try and get to the extract nice and quick. The hostage can die, but you can pick the hostage back up and res them. So keep that in mind. The hostage will teleport with you. So if you move too quick away from the hostage will teleport basically after you. So as you can see, the hostage didn't really get hurt there. And I'm here. 100 meters away and it teleported again. So that's done. That's just the rescue one. Whenever you come up to rescues, just get nice and quick. You will end up getting these Spectre blueprints. Maybe something that I'll explain a little bit later. Not really something that you need to overly utilize, but imagine it as this thing here can copy your loadout, and it's like playing with another player, but it's AI controlled. Does that make sense? That's like a boiled down quick version of what Spectres are. So if you would like a little bit of help, you can basically create a loadout, design a load. This will copy that loadout. So if you like playing Vault and you want another Vault to play with, then it'll basically copy that, and then you get the idea. Off you go. So on Mercury, I've now done the rescue, but I'm going to ignore going up there because we don't need to go up there right now. Ideally, in my own time, I will go up there, right? But that's not what I need to do right now. And since it's not what I need to do, I don't care for it. Now on capture missions, what you can go ahead and do for capture missions is all you need to do is capture the target. So this guy here, all I need to go and do is kill him and capture him. That's it. You can ignore everything else around you, okay? Capture missions are arguably the fastest missions that you can do in the game. So just go ahead and capture the target and get out. See that? We're like 38 seconds in. The objective's already done. And now we just head to the extracts. Sure, you can loot things on the way if you would like to. Go for it. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh. Hang on. Sorry, I was... No? Okay, it's a cliff and I was just looking for frost leaves, but I don't think it's there. I haven't done a good job of showing you guys where frost leaves are. I apologize. Episode 1 should definitely have covered that. Wait, these are ledges. Is there frost leaves here? Like, they're normally in like set ledges. I mean, I have showed you them on in one of the previous missions, so if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can just go back to like more the beginning of the video because I talked about plant scanning. So plant scanning can be very useful for you. So again, if you're doing a mission, you might as well scan a plant. It just saves you going back. I don't know how many plants you need. Maybe try and aim for like 50 of each plant just to start off with. There's none over there. No, we just ent. Yeah, no, don't worry. Duviri can be a little bit confusing. Both of them, both routes can be confusing. We will cover Duviri, don't you worry. We will cover Duviri in its own episode, and I'll try and help people out with Duviri. For now, let's go and introduce them to the world of actual Warframe. Okay, so I've got a mobile defense. Okay, it is what it is. Oh, God. Just... Sorry. In endgame, at least for now, maybe in the years, it will change. Mobile defense is just a little bit boring for me to go and do. Again, it's Warframe will teach you multiple different ways of just saying defense. Okay, so mobile defense is basically defense that is going to change every so often. You just got to defend this. So I got 1 minute to now just defend this. So instead of you defending just one target, you're going to defend multiple targets. Might as well just get some XP anyway, so you're going to do 3 of these. If you want to do this a lot better, imagine Warframes that can just crowd control enemies, but for longer durations than this. Then crowd control Warframes are absolutely fantastic for defense missions. What are some crowd control Warframes that you can maybe go and get? Vauban is definitely one. He's still one of my main ones to go and lean towards. Cora is really good. You could still technically do a Stomp Rhino build if you really wanted to, because it can go through walls, which is really nice. Limbo is good as well. So just to name a couple of Warframes, if you want to go ahead and look at those options, you can. So that's awesome. That's done. Just kill this guy real quick. So you basically pick up this thing, and you're going to move over to where it tells you to go to next, okay? Whenever you go and hold these things, by the way, it always consumes basically like your primary slot. Imagine it like that. So I can't use my bow right now because one of my hands is carrying it. So when I drop it, I can use my bow, okay? So this is why sometimes, even if you're not using your secondary weapon, it's still good to have a good secondary weapon, right? Because especially in missions like excavation, mobile defense, so forth, you're going to end up picking up cells or cores or whatever's. So still try and make sure your secondary is good. And secondaries are in a good spot. You can get some really good, strong secondaries.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
I feel like I should have explained maybe a couple of mods that I had on my Warframe earlier. But I won't explain it too much, but I can just give you a bit of a quicker rundown with those mods that I selected and why I selected them. The only ability that oh, I'm out of ammo. The only ability that I care about on Excalibur right now is his second ability. So that to me is more important than anything, because that crowd control can be very, very useful. His fourth ability is just naturally strong anyways in the beginning. Oh, hang on. Oh, they didn't have a guaranteed. So on this cliff here, you see like this tile set part. If you slowly recognize this, there could be a chance for these frost leaves to go and spawn. But I got a bit unlucky there, and there's no frost leaves. So again, this is why you always want to go ahead and have your scanner. Try and get yourself some cheeky frost leaves. Again, if you need to go and loot anything or shoot anything, take your time. Don't feel like you have to keep up with me at all points.
Location reached. Drop me in and defend our position.
Did I get ammo for the bow? I did, but
This will take a moment.
ouch. Melee might actually be a bit stronger here, but I'm not too sure. I need to get rid of this bad boy. No, they're about even.
Continue to defend.
For unmodded ones, they're about even right now. I'm okay. I should still be okay. Just crowd control people if we need to. Oh. He started shaking. He was quaking in his boots. Right, I got plenty of bow ammo back now. So I can just go back to ranking up my bow. Yeah, I'd probably advise to maybe just rank or focus, especially early, focus on one weapon and try and get it up a little bit. Wait, hang on. There could be... Oh, no, I keep saying this every time. There could be frost leaves here, but I think I'm capping. Sorry. Right, anyways, we can leave. We did the free mobile defense pass. Oh, that's so cool. Right. This is called a Cephalon fragment. Scan these whenever you can. Okay? You're going to need some of these. They basically unlock like lore kind of points. I think there might actually be one of the junctions tells you to go ahead and scan them. But you see that they're Cephalon fragments. Just if you see them, scan them. All right? You see them, scan them. There are better ways to go ahead and detect them, but we'll get to that a little bit later, okay? There's no frost here.
There's a heavy unit
Got it.
approaching.
That'll do. Okay, awesome. So Oxium is a really good resource to always go ahead and get, especially early or at any point. Oxium is a nightmare to go ahead and farm, but it's still good to go ahead and grab some Oxium. So if you can go and get it, do go ahead and get it. All right, chat? I called you guys chat. Sorry, I'm in streamer mode. I need to be in YouTube mode right now. Okay, awesome, awesome. Look at us go. We're blitzing through this. So we've got our first boss fight in episode 1. And that episode 1 junction over there. So this is coming towards the end of episode 1, chat. All right. As you can see, we did everything else we need to go and do there, and we did that. So I would say not too bad. I'd say not too bad. I think the pacing is looking okay right now for the first 4 hours, but I'm really hoping at this point, you know, there's a lot of stuff that I've managed to kind of explain, even if I've managed to compress it a little bit. I'm sorry if there's like quite some, well, sorry, I can't talk. I'm sorry if there's still some stuff that you guys don't quite understand. Again, I'm going to leave the video up for, give me, wait, did I get, oh, I got repair kit. Wait, what's the percentage of repair kit? Oh, no way. I'm thinking rush repair drone. Am I thinking rush repair drone? Okay, wow, it's not even in the Warframe drops. I'm thinking rush repair drone. I don't know why. These are websites. By the way, at any point that you guys can see this during the thing, you should use these websites. I will give you more and more and more. By the time I'm done with like episode 4, I will tell you everything and anything that I go ahead and use to help you guys on your journey of Warframe. Okay, so don't worry. But if you see the stuff now, feel free to go and take it. Repair kit. Okay. I don't know. Maybe it's guaranteed. I have no idea. I thought repair kit was quite a low chance to go and get. So that's why I was like, no way. Ah. Okay, so our first boss fight within Warframe, and this boss fight got reworked, and it's so good right now. It's such a good boss fight. Really, really like this one. I really want them to go around and rework a lot more bosses in Warframe, because this one gave us so much potential to go and showcase just how good they can be. So, Jackal, what you need to go ahead and know, shoot the arms, okay? Get those arms down. Once the arms are down and his bar is vulnerable, all you need to go and do is break line of sight. Ow, whoops. Break line of sight. These will get destroyed, and when they do, I'm going to have to play around it, okay? Ouch. So all I need to go and do now is just jump nice and high and keep moving. Oh yeah, I need to go and Parazon it. I forgot. So Parazoning is just going to go ahead and get us into the next phase. So there you go. Health's gone down. Lovely jubbly. He's then going to move over to the next area. Oh, damn. I haven't done this in so long. Yay! Sheesh. And now we're here. So the fight's going to progressively get harder and harder. That's kind of how it goes. But again, shoot the legs. So target those legs whenever you can. He's going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to use this to my advantage. So 1. Hang on. So 1, 2. That one looked like it bugged. Oh, this one brings back. So 2. There it is. So you don't have to jump up if you don't want to. Sorry, I was going to say, but get closer to him. And I just bit my words. But get closer to him. Because you don't have to jump up. If you stay like a little bit closer there. So if you go like further out on the room, then obviously those beams, you've got like further to run. Imagine like a race course, right? Imagine like a race course. If you're on the inside track, you can get around the bend quicker. So let's find out where the beam starts here. Ow, this electric's gonna suck. Yeah, that's gonna suck. So that one, you do have to jump. Hang on, I'm just gonna... Whew. Ow. So that's good. Anyways, we'll Parazon him because I'm just trying to show things, but like I can still just keep playing and show things. So actually, maybe just jumping high is a bit better here, to be honest. Increase attack speed, yeah. Do I need to get the back legs there? I'm going to try and get closer to him here. Oh. I'm going to jump over each one of these and just kind of chill out. So he's going back on himself like that. See, I'm going to use... Oh, I'm dead. I forgot to roll or aim glides. If you hit the ground like this, watch what happens to my character. I get locked. So you'll see just before I hit the ground, right tap, aim glides, basically. Watch. There's a difference between... Oh my god. There's a difference between that and... I could die here. One sec. Sorry, I'm just going to kind of focus for a second. There's a difference between that and then this. Look. See how I aim glide just before I land? Oh my god, chill out. Is it back leg? I'm going to use this instead because the projectile speed of the bow is kind of tough. I'd argue being closer to him right now is actually doing me much better than being further away from him. Just every so often I need to go and jump. So you just tap. Okay, so he's going to redo it. So I'm going to go this way. Just tap. And he's going to redo it. Sheesh. Movement. You see how I use the roll there to my advantage as well. And then there you go. But it's good that I die because like it just shows you, you know? It just shows you. I'm too overconfident. So I got something called the Jackal sigil, which is kind of cool. Oh, wait. Did I run over his body? Or does he automatically just give you... Oh, I didn't get a chance of Rhino. Okay, that's fine. It is what it is. In fairness, if I had a chance of Rhino there, you guys would just say rigged. Anyways, you can go ahead and keep fighting this boss, and you can go ahead and get a Warframe called... Oh, I did. Sorry, I had to leave. And I got systems. Shit. Okay, I don't know how I begin explaining this one, but I'll just try and give you like a rough idea. When it comes towards farming like a boss, and when it comes to rule of thumb, all bosses that you near... Rule of thumb, bear with me, let me cook. Rule of thumb, all bosses on the star chart are essentially going to go ahead and give you access to a new Warframe. Not every single one, but for the most part, it's just easier to understand it that way. Whenever you go and kill a boss and extract, there's a chance, well, yeah, I think, is it always guaranteed? I guess it's always guaranteed. I could be wrong here. Unless chat tells me otherwise. Oh, it's part of the mission rewards. Okay, cool. So you go ahead and leave, and then there's one of 3 normally different things that you're looking to acquire. Chassis, systems, neuro-optics, okay? Systems normally has a lower threshold to go ahead and acquire. Chassis is generally quite popular. So where about the blueprint itself? General rule of thumb, most of the blueprints that you find for Warframes are going to be inside the market, okay? So what I'm going to go and do is just type this in. And there you go. So systems blueprint was a 22.56. So it should take you average 4 kills, but don't count on that, all right? Whereas the neuro optics and the chassis are 38. Let's just round up and say almost 40 a pop, right? So as you can see, systems were way rarer to go ahead and get. So yes, I got a little bit lucky there, and I got the systems. But so if you're looking to go and build an entire Warframe, there's normally 4 components, general rule of thumb. There's normally 4 components for you to go ahead and get, all right? There's the blueprint, there's the chassis, there's the neuro optics, and there's the systems. And now we got Stalker. Okay. Anyways, so that's basically what you're looking to do. So if you would like a new Warframe and you are starting episode 1, you can go ahead and acquire Rhino from Venus. Just keep spamming this mission, okay? This is how you're going to go and get your first new Warframe that wasn't one of the first 3 Warframes, unless you wanted to go and do bounties in Plains of Eidolon, but I think that scales a bit harder, so I don't know why you would have got Gara at that point. There is a boss over here, but this boss doesn't give you a Warframe. You don't get a Warframe essentially from Mercury there, okay? But otherwise, general rule of thumb, keep in mind there are exceptions. If you kill bosses within the star chart, you should be able to go ahead and get some potential components towards building a new Warframe. General rule of thumb, all right? Anyways, now that we've done that, I think we're good to go. There you go. So we did everything that we need to go and do. Timestamp right here as well. We are doing the Mercury Junction, so we're just progressing through it. So I spent a little bit longer on Earth there, but that was just my fault because I unfortunately screwed over my modification. Awesome, let's go. We are going up against Rhino, and he's got a Soma. Oh god, I'm literally going to shoot him from here. Nope, never mind. So Rhino basically has ferrite armor. Deleted. Rhino basically has ferrite armor, and what will happen is that he'll have like invulnerability towards him, right? What you want to go ahead and do is try and shoot that off of him. Imagine it as like an extra pool of health, if you will. Bit easier to go and understand it. It's like an overguard on Xmas units, put it that way. Try and go ahead and get that off him before you try and crowd control him as well. And then you go and use your second ability, your radial blind, or just go ahead and pull out your exalted blades, which is your 4th ability, and you can literally just delete him anyways. Your 4th ability is really, really strong, okay? So from there onwards, if you're playing Volt, get behind your shield, put your 3rd ability down, shoot for it. If you're playing Mag, press 2 and try and shoot into the bubble. Either way, try and utilize your Warframes to your advantage to take on the Junctions. So, just like that, we are now on Mercury. So as you can see, Venus was a lot quicker to do, and Earth would have been a lot quicker to do if I didn't mess up, but at least I got Plains of Eidolon done as well, so that's 2 birds, 1 stone. And just like that, we're on towards Mercury content. Mercury kind of goes back towards Grineer. So Earth was Grineer, Venus was Corpus, and Mercury is now going to be Grineer again. And we will meet back towards Vor, okay? Awesome. We also got 2 new quests as well. We got Howl of the Kubro, and we also got Once Awake. I don't know if I'll end up doing these particular quests on stream. If there's a quest that I don't need to do at the time that I don't need to do it, I won't do it, okay? But if there's a quest that I need to go ahead and do, I will do, just so that you guys understand this series and these episodes. Streamline is going to be good anyways because it's more Warframe ability efficiency. I'll talk about that just in a second to try and help you guys. But boom, there we go. Mercury is now opened up, and we got a new relay as well, which is very cool. So ideally, as you can see here, Mercury doesn't have a junction. So as you can see, Mercury doesn't lead to anything. However, what we do is we go back to Earth, and if we look up here, we got Mars Junction. Let's now read what we have to do. So I've got to go ahead and complete the Mercury Junction and visit the Codex in your orbiter. For what?
Operator, did you hear that?
I'm literally just going to click multiple things. I wouldn't be surprised that it's this.
Cosmic background radiation is a riot.
And see if that kind of helped do it. Mercury have a junction? I just did that, no? And visit what? Visit the Codex in your orbiter. Oh, sorry, complete quest once a week. I should actually just read what it says at the top. I just read like the detail because the detail is normally what you translate to. I apologize. Prepare your eyes right here. We got to go and do once a week quest. Okay, so at least I know I got to do that. Then we got to go and kill 150 Frontier Grineer enemies on Earth. We've already done that. Fantastic. I need to go and collect 5,000 Rubido. Done. And then I need to go and clear a path through Venus. So complete Susai. I believe it's a... I believe it's a survival. Was it not on Venus, or did I misread that? I think I misread that as well, so forgive me. On what planet? Clear a path through Venus. Oh, it's on Mercury. Oh my god, what am I doing? Clarke. I apologize. I genuinely apologize. I need to get to this. So I need to at least do this. That's basically what it's saying. On Mercury, I'm going to go towards Pantheon. I'm going to go Calaris, Eidolon, and then Susa. I need to at least do that. It doesn't actually say that I need to do anything else if I want to get to Mars, okay? The only other thing that I do have to go and do is the quest once a week. So episode 2 will be continuing into Mars, okay? Now, something that the game isn't going to overly teach you as much, but a bit of a better idea to kind of understand it is there's going to be different tiers of planets. When you join Warframe, a lot of things are quite easy off the beginning. It's going to get harder, and this is where modification will start to go and pay more attention. Okay, so by the time that we go and start reaching tier 2 planets like I think Ceres is, or I think it's early, but Jupiter, Europa, and Saturn are definitely tier 2s. Once we start entering this kind of area, enemies are going to get a lot harder. And if you don't actually have ways to, you know, enhance your builds and actually understand what you're bringing into your builds, your damage is going to fall off significantly. All right, so please go and keep that in mind. I could go ahead and farm for a Warframe and try and get Rhino on the build. I could go ahead and consider it. Probably not. I would rather go and get Frost, but Frost is from Ceres right now. He's like the only Warframe that I would probably contemplate about getting early because Frost can genuinely help me, like genuinely help me. So I might have to go and do a whole bunch of Frost farming at some point to go ahead and get him sorted on out. Anyways, so that gives us a rough idea, right? Best thing for me to go and say at this point, because we should go ahead and kind of wrap up episode 1. We've done 4 hours today. I was only expecting to go and do around 3 hours. But in today's episode, we managed to cover, you know, just introduction basis towards Warframe. We managed to go ahead and have a little look about Affinity. We progressed mastery rank, so you understand kind of a little bit more about that. We touched ever so slightly on mods. We'll definitely cover that more in next episode. So next week on Wednesday, I hope you guys can join me then. I forgot about Stalker. Sorry. Stalker is, whenever you go and kill bosses, you'll get a message from a random dudes and you'll be like, what the hell's this? Stalker is a person who will invade you whenever he wants to, at any time that he near enough wants to. Okay, not all of the time, but more so in just generic general missions. Okay, not so much in like open worlds. He doesn't invade there. Anyways, but we'll meet Stalker again in the next episode, most unlikely. Hopefully when we can get towards MR3, I could teach you more about syndicates and so forth, but we don't have syndicates at the current moment. But we're looking good right now. So again, welcome to Warframe. I hope you guys have enjoyed episode 1 so far. All I can go and say is that if you guys did enjoy this, please go and like the video. Like, you can like the stream, you can like the video, share it with a friend. If you know anybody else who's joining right now, that's fine. Again, the reason why I did this is because I know Warframe has been around for a while, and there's a lot of people who get into the game. It's very misleading. The context of all of this was to get straight into it and just show you what's going on. All right. Forgive me if this one episode hasn't explained everything. Best thing that I can go and ask you guys to do is, if I touch on a subject briefly, but you feel like I kind of unfortunately didn't focus on it too much and you would like more explanation, please go and leave a comment. I will read all of the comments next Wednesday. I will literally just do like a bit of a Q&A. So if I've got to farm like a defense mission, if I've got to farm a survival mission, I can just Q&A. Is that fair? I follow that's fair. So if you'd like me to explain something a bit more whilst I'm kind of just training and getting nodes done and so forth, I will go ahead and do that. All right. In the meantime, once this is ended, this live stream, I'm going to go ahead and go back and timestamp everything. Okay, so we're going to try and add timestamps to it. So if you missed anything, or if there's specific things that you would like to go ahead and see me kind of touch on, please go ahead and use those timestamps. Thank you guys so much for watching episode 1. Again, welcome to Warframe. You can always find me over at my twitch.tv channel, which is twitch.tv/NoSympathyy. Otherwise, I do a bunch of YouTube videos. I play other games as well, but don't ever be afraid to kind of like reach out. Unless I fully quit Warframe, just don't ever be afraid to go and reach out and say, yeah, I don't quite know what's happening here. I try and cover a lot of stuff on my Discord as well. There's a lot of information out there. But yeah, I think that's basically about it. So we should be good. The only thing is, I don't know how to end the stream. I think I just hit straight end stream and then stop, and it should save the VODs. I hope so. If not, then we've got to create another character and do all of this again. So let's see if this works, okay? But thank you, everybody in chat as well, for being here. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I'll see you guys again next Wednesday. If you guys would like to go and come join us for episode 2 of Becoming Sentient. All right? Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye, everybody. Take care. See you guys. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.